a little closer.
Okay. Hi, Miss Danny. Hello.
Hello. Happy Easter.
Happy
weekend.
Easter. Today is Good Friday. It has been a good Friday. We're waiting on everyone to get on in here. Thank you for coming in. Okay. We got a lot of good questions today. A lot of good topics or scenarios you want us to go through about our friends, good, bad, and ugly. So we are going to dive into this today. Get your drinks. Tell your girlfriends, your sisters, your aunts, your cousins to come on in here because they do not want to miss this. And we are going to try to keep this under 3 hours.
Yeah, we are. Let me text my mama.
Text your mama, tell her to get on in here. Thank you. You're loving the green.
Thanks. They'll be linked below.
They will be. How are y'all doing today? Did y'all have a good week? Has this been a long week for some of you guys? You're glad it's over. Torvia said she is wearing this cardigan sweater today.
Yes, I do. Truly.
Maya said we need a liquor sponsor. You know
what? You are absolutely right. I will work on that.
Get on that for us,
yes,
please.
Yes,
Belinda says she enjoys the long live. Constance loves our sweaters. Thank you. We'll be sure to link them below.
A pillow for my back.
You got her back ready. Janae is energized. She has a Red Bull and her drink, so she's going to be alert for us today. Let's see. Hello. A few more are hopping on in here. Hello. Happy Easter to you, Starla. Natalie loves the long lives.
Oh, Natalie.
Hey. Hello there. Okay, so we are going to hop right into some of the questions that we got and begin answering them. Because I think when we asked what was the topic that you guys want us to discuss, this is for you guys and we love doing it. So for those of you who are new to me, my name is Akida. So if you're new to my channel, you just heard about the Good Girlfriends Chat. My name is Akida. I am a lifestyle influencer as well as an HR professional during the daytime. And that's it. I think that's all I have to offer right now. And then Janae, this is High Low Lux. You can find her on Instagram, YouTube, blog, Pinterest, everything else is High Low Lux. So, and again, we will link the outfits on Like to Know It, and they'll be in the description box below. So follow both of us there. And if you're not following us on Instagram, follow us both on Instagram. Okay?
Yes.
All right. And then Maya says, start doing a featured cocktail that we can all make too. Ooh, that'd be fun. Like down in the kitchen.
It would take more preparation.
Yeah, it would. But then we wouldn't see the questions. Oh, okay. I would love to connect with you personally to get some career coaching advice. Okay, DM me and then we can talk. I'd love to help. All right. So you got the questions.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Ooh, we got some goodies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's so interesting.
I know, and thank you for submitting them too. So let's do this.
Okay, the first one. How to deal with a friendship that seems fine only 50% of the time.
50% of the time.
I wouldn't. I just feel like if anything is not providing positivity into your life, you just, especially at this age, and like there's just too much going on. Life is hard enough. Anything extra in life should be adding value and making your life better, more pleasant, more enjoyable. Anytime I'm like stepping outside of my home to interact with other people, do something, it should be adding value to my life or just bringing positivity. If it's bringing me down, making me feel anything that's not great, and I have a choice, I'm going to choose to not do it.
Yeah.
Or not interact or not engage.
Yeah. No, same. And yes, Melinda, you can submit questions here also. Okay, so I would say it's only good 50% of the time. That doesn't even sound like a friend. Maybe, life has changed. Maybe both of you went through two different periods in life where there's an adjustment. So maybe if one of you just had a baby and one of you did not, or one just got married or one moved, so that could cause it to shift. And I would suggest having like a level set conversation. Like, let's just, I've noticed over the last couple of months, we have been, oh, that's really good. Right? Yeah.
We were getting some shadows. Yeah. I was not down with that.
So I would absolutely say, have that conversation about, the last couple of months, I noticed that we're not at 90%. We're more like 50% good, 50% we're not. And then just see what the response is from that conversation. But I wouldn't just allow you to have someone in your life that's only giving you 50% because you want your friends who are loyal and who are down for you regardless of what you got going on. Yeah. But if you can only rely on them 50% of the time, then what good are they? Yeah.
Amen, sister. How to cope with being ghosted by a friend? I've been ghosted before, and I would just say you have to move on and do your part to try to. This is me. This is how my mind works. I am an overthinker. I have a lot of anxiety. So I like to figure out what I could have done better and then just take that lesson with me onward and upward. Because you can't force someone to be in your life that doesn't want to be in your life or for whatever reason. Like we always say, like, if something doesn't bring you joy, don't do it. If, somebody you're following on social media isn't like bringing you joy or making you feel uneasy, you should unfollow them. So sometimes that happens with friendships. Maybe they did what was best for them. Mm-hmm. So you just have to figure out if there's any lessons you can learn and move on.
I am not a fan of ghosting.
But if they ghosted you, what can you?
Right. No, I don't think their friendship will ghosted them either. Now, I have stepped back, a little bit. I had to, like, if I talk to someone, a friend on a regular basis, and they did something that I need time to process my feelings, or feel like if my first initial reaction would be something that may not be what I want to say, I may take a couple of days, but I do think ghosting people is more or less a lack of being able to communicate. And I think that there should be more communication practices that should take place versus just ghosting, because then the person doesn't know and they don't have the opportunity to change it, So
if they ghosted you, then what's your
so they don't knocking
on the door?
Yeah. I need answers. Well, because it happened to me, and the last time it happened to me, it literally was, I was like, hey, it was like I did almost like like I was acting like a credit company. I was like, well, let me try them in the morning. Oh, they didn't answer. Oh, let me try them in the afternoon. Oh, they didn't answer. Okay, let me just send them a text. Okay, they didn't answer. Okay, let me send you an email. So I will always do all I can to make sure that I can walk away saying I did my part. Like I made contact. I called your mom. I texted you. I emailed you. I called your husband. You ain't answering. I've done my part, and I can walk away freely. But I think the friend should have also said, hey, girl, you did this to me. And that will give you a chance to actually explain it or to correct a behavior. But just, getting mad and just being like, I'm out, it doesn't give anybody the opportunity to move past the situation.
Okay, so somebody has a question on top of this question, which I think is good because we can have some dialogue. Mm-hmm. So you should confront that person. So maybe they're the person. Merlinda, maybe you're thinking about ghosting someone, but she's saying, so you confront them and risk a fallout, or just keep things surface level in the friendship. I'm assuming if you have a problem.
Yeah, no.
If you risk the fallout.
Risk the fallout.
If you can't, because it's like a relationship. So if you guys can't go through something and talk it out, then maybe the relationship isn't meant to be a relationship.
Yeah. No, agreed 1,000%. And conversations don't have to be confrontational. So if you're not coming from a place where you're there to, girl, let me tell you what you did to me, that's already going to come off a little bit aggressive and will put both of you guys in defensive modes. But I do think if you have to, don't be afraid of having an uncomfortable conversation. They're not easy.
Sorry, Melinda. Okay. She had something else before.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay.
I have a childhood friend that I love dearly, but she is so difficult to converse with because she has a bad attitude and does not take constructive criticism well. Should I address my frustration or just keep it and risk the fallout, or just keep it surface level.
Same advice. Risk the fallout.
Because it's not serving you. So now you have to be in an uncomfortable position every time you hang out with this person. You have to be unhappy. Like if you dread something, life is too short. Why are you doing it?
Yeah.
And if that friend doesn't care enough about how you feel to at least course correct or make some type of changes I started thinking about friendships like relationships, especially women. We put so much time and effort into a relationship with a man to fix it and change it and make it better.
Yeah.
It's like girlfriends will just be like, oh, she's doing that thing out of like, fuck her. Right. We never talked about it. I didn't even know. Like, yeah. Same thing. You would sit down and be like, oh, we need to talk. Yeah. Or you would say something and try to figure out, I'm not just going to throw this whole relationship away. Yeah. Let's see. And if we can't come up with a solution, then we shouldn't be doing this anymore. Yeah. We're not even going to talk about it. Like you would do a little more than that in any other place in life. Yeah. Simply J said the friend needs to work on her emotional maturity. Yeah, and that may be how you end the conversation. If it goes south, then it's like, okay, well, I just wanted to come to you because I value our friendship, but I can't continue being in a space like this in our friendship. So I'm going to need some time. Yeah. But I'm open, to reconnect if you understand, if you come to terms with what I'm saying, or you understand what I'm saying, or you kind of like get some enlightenment in the future. Yeah, yeah. And if you can have the conversation in person, I think that sometimes help to make sure that things aren't misconstrued via text or email. So if you can do the conversation in person, that always just kind of helps to make sure, the body language is there and you can just kind of, speak more thoughtfully with your words and nothing's miscommunicated. And if not, try to do it in a FaceTime call. Yes, Tanya says sometimes the person that ghosted the friendship isn't prepared for the friendship. Sometimes it's about them and not you. Exactly. Like I try to take any lessons and just like, okay, here's maybe what could have happened. All I can do is guess and then try to do better if I kind of find anything that I could have done better. Yeah. But then also say like, it's not always about you. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And then think about it. These are your friends. These are people you love. Like they're not just strangers off the street. So they're in your life for a reason. You love them for some reason. You care about them for some reason. So it's worth having the conversation. Charlotta does not agree. Charlotte said, right. Charlotte said, I'm sorry. I will ghost your butt when I see you acting funny and jealousy and you try to control me in my time. No, I'm out. Okay. Now that friend, you just need to risk having the fallout and just let them know you're a little bossy today or something, and you should be able to be that comfortable with your friend, but it shouldn't be like a one-time thing. You made me mad. Now I'm about to ghost you. Yeah. I think that's where I'm coming from. Okay. This is a good one. I feel like you'll have some things to say. Friends who only call to release or dump their issues. Never just to talk for fun. I don't have any friends like this. Most of my friends, if it needs to be that conversation, we do it in person. But like most calls are, or none of them just call for that. Sometimes it's like, I need to talk, you busy? Yeah. I definitely the opposite for me. Because all of my friends are gone. Like none of them are close to me. And so we've gotten very acclimated. And then also with Rashad being gone a lot, I was so available. Yeah. It's like, call me whenever, 1, 2, 3, 7, whatever time. I was so available that almost too available that I was absorbing everybody else's stuff and didn't have enough time for me or never put boundaries around it. Like, maybe I'm just in the mood or how am I doing? I'm doing fine. We'll get to me later then, I guess, so I definitely. And it's so interesting too, because like we're very similar. Like with my friends, I'm the I'm the problem solver. Yeah. I'm the help find solutions. Yeah. But you just take it to another level. I am ready to, like, because I'm very action oriented. That's also the HR in you. Yeah. Like you want to like dig in. Yeah. And I'm kind of like, tell me the problem. Okay, here's what I think you should do. Mm-hmm. Are you not trying to get a solution? Why are we talking about? Even when I'm telling you, in a nicer way, because obviously I love my friends. But even when I'm telling you, so like if I'm rattled about something, you do listen in a way that I listen. Like
I'm ready for you to be like, yeah, and then what? Right? They should have did this and that, and like you let me say the whole thing without like giving me the amens in the middle because you're like, all right, let's get to it. All right,
right.
So here's the answer.
Yeah,
and I sometimes want you to just be like, yeah, girl, fight them. Let's go to their house.
I gotta hear the whole story, all sides.
Right. She's not gonna be like, yeah, What'd she say? She did what? That's not.
I'm
Janae.
like, so what's the rest?
Janae's ready.
And then what?
Yeah. So I start and I'm like, all right, Janae, listen to this. And she just listens. And I'm ready.
I'm also thinking.
Yeah.
I'm a thinker.
I talk in the middle of that too. So that's the problem with me is I get so emotionally invested in your thing. So it's like, what did she say to you? He did what?
And then you're like, what? Oh, okay. You didn't get to that part.
See, I've already heightened myself, and I know that about me. So I already get so heightened that it takes me a minute to come back down and help you with the problem. But yeah.
Okay. Did we answer that question?
What was the question?
Friends who dump. Oh, she just.
I
mean, you've done some things.
I've done some.
Do you have friends that dump all over you?
Oh,
or just call to dump?
They do.
You set boundaries.
I do. I think I've gotten better with it. I was not good with it before, but because I'm not. I think I wasn't emotionally stable enough. Not that I was not emotional, just. I think now I just ask before I even dump, is this a good time? Are you available? Can we chat? Or I'll text in advance what I'm about to talk about. Glam from New York, Glam A, I may be saying this all wrong, said, yes, had to get rid of dumping friends for my mental health and growth. You are the most important person. The older I get, the smaller my circle gets.
Yeah,
true.
Here's a good one. I have a longtime friend, but her mental state isn't conducive to telephone calls. She prefers text, and I prefer verbal communication. So we don't communicate unless we're in each other's town. That's what works best for y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You also have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
Like I have friends I talk to all the time and friends I talk to once a month.
Yeah.
The love is still there.
Yeah.
But everybody doesn't need everything. Yeah.
And I'm sure y'all just pick right back up as if y'all never even talked. But then, one person can't be your everything, So Janae can't provide all of my needs for me. So I have other friends. So some are for other things, and Janae's here local. So, it's okay to spread the love and have different relationships. They all can't. So you can't say, oh, well, this friend does this, and then that friend doesn't do that. They're all different people. Mm-hmm. So we can't have the same rules for every friendship.
Okay. Is it necessary to let your friend who cut you off know what you think, or just leave it? Just leave it.
For the friend who cut you off?
Yeah. So like you ghosted me.
Mm-hmm.
Should I reach out to you to let you know you ain't shit? And like that was messed up. She want to communicate everything.
We
gonna talk about it.
We will. But I got like that the older I got when I met Rashad.
That's also like you want to takeaways too.
Yes.
If I did something, I want to make it better. Even if it's not for you, it's for the next friend.
Right.
You're going to leave me out here?
You're going to leave me. First, we were just at the mall last week, and now this week, I can't like your stuff on Instagram. I don't know to call you. Your birthday's coming up. Do I send you something? Do I not? Like, I think it just leaves so many unanswered questions. What if I bump into you at Kroger? Do I go to another aisle? I need to know where we stand. Like, if someone brings you up, do I be like, man, F her, I ain't talking to her? Or if I'm like, it's cool, but once I tell my mom, it's a wrap. And if I tell my mom we're not talking, you're dead to me. Damn. Because she won't let me forget what you did to me. And now she's equally mad.
If you notice your friend's energy has changed, how long should you wait to mention it?
I think, how long should you wait? I mean, I think once you see the pattern, and I think maybe just coming from a place of concern,
like, is everything okay? That should start some type of conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, hey, and maybe being specific with what it is that you notice, because they might not be paying attention.
Yeah.
Or it might be very purposeful. Like, hey, I noticed the last 2 times I called, you like wrap up the conversation after 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Or the last 3 times I called, you didn't answer and didn't call me back.
Yeah.
Or when I texted, it was kind of short. Like, you okay?
Yeah. I think, exactly. Coming from a place of concern and then going from there.
Akida wants a rules book.
I need to know.
She is Cynthia from the Housewives. She wants a friendship.
We will be signing a contract because I need to have clear expectations on what we're doing here. Are we a thing? Because if we're a thing, if we're friends, I love you. Okay, you're my wedding. There's love there. If you're not, then I know where to put you in a different shelf.
How to deal with a friend that's a copycat?
A copycat like us. Oh, wow. I think it's weird as adults to be copycats. I can see it, understand it more in high school because you're still finding yourself so much. You're not really sure of your identity. You may copy to emulate and just say, I appreciate it. But I think in the world where kind of like social media is so prevalent, give people credit or just share the admiration, like, oh my gosh, I like that. I want to get what you have, but not like I want to drive the same car you have.
And it really depends on the level.
Yeah.
Like, is this I started a lash business, you're starting a lash business?
Right.
Like, what the hell? Mm-hmm. Or is it like, I bought these shoes, you bought these shoes? Oh, well,
we have similar set. We're friends.
Yeah.
But how do you deal with it?
And I would also think about why it bothers you.
Yeah.
Because if it's my friend, if I buy what she buys, I don't think you care. And if you buy something I have, I think like, I know it's cute.
Yeah.
That's why I told you about it. So why does that bother you? But then in turn, it also depends on the level of severity. Because that could definitely change things.
Yeah.
How do you tell a friend she's with a man that she shouldn't be with? You don't. Hold on. I would only, unless it's something very like they were somewhere and you saw him cheating. That's girl, look, that's your man. But if it's just like a vibe or a feeling, or like he said something slick and you think it's a red flag, I would bring it up when it's in conversation and it makes sense. Not like I'm just trying to have a notebook of all the like red flags. And I'm like, oh, let me tell you what he did on Tuesday. But if you're like coming to me to vent, and I can be like, I could kind of see that because I was also thinking X, Y, and Z when I saw him do this. So I can see how like those are kind of similar, whatever. I like to give my advice when it's asked. I had one of my very good friends. I hated their boyfriend. They're not with him anymore. But literally from the first day I met him, I was like, it's a hell to the no for me for so many reasons. Yeah. And Josh was the same. It was a double date. And Josh was like, this ain't it. But we kept having double dates. We kept, it wasn't, what do you think of him? He's great. He did this and that, but we see it. And my friend was very much like knew what the issues were, but it was like, you love him, we love him. We'll be cordial. We'll have a good time. But then if you ask my opinion, I told you the first time. I'm still seeing those things now. You said y'all was working on them. I don't know. I mean, I ended up being right, but I would never push the issue.
Yeah. Same. I think when it comes to telling someone about their person, I do not unless I am asked. And of course, if it's something positive that I recognize in someone, I always give praise or praise is due. But however, if I see that, and it's not necessarily, he's not good for you or she's not good for you because he doesn't have money or, he's lacking something physical. It just may be however he isn't compatible to you. That's not bringing you to your best self.
Right.
Then that's where I would say someone's not good for someone because they're not uplifting and elevating.
But I think it's important to share the balance too. Like there are good qualities about this person that I would be like, I see that they bring this out of you and I like that.
Yeah.
However,
However,
I'm gonna give you both. If you ask, I'm gonna give you both.
Yeah.
But I'm not just gonna be like, yeah, they're the fucking worst.
Yeah. And then also too, you can't put expectations on saying, well, I don't like your boyfriend, or here are the traits that I don't like about him for you. But then you can't say, now you need to do something about it. Like you need to go ahead and break up. Right. No, leave it alone. Don't even bring it up again unless they bring it up, because if they end up falling out or she wants your advice, you still need to be her friend first and foremost.
You want to be able to still have that relationship. Yeah. And not be like, well, I can't talk to Akida about it because she already don't like him. And she already like gonna talk shit about him. Right. I don't want to get to that. Hold on, I missed something. I don't know. Okay. I have a friend who jumped on an idea I shared with her and tried to execute it on her own. It failed, but my execution succeeded. She got upset and stopped speaking to me. What should I do? You're stunned. You look frozen on here.
That is not your friend.
Yeah,
no. That's just where it lies. Especially because
it's gonna happen again.
Yeah,
that's a character trait,
right? And then especially because you said like she stopped talking to you, like so she knew she was copying you. Like you hinted at, oh, I'm gonna start this lash business. I'm gonna start my lash business. Like that was intentional. It wasn't like we both were talking about lashes and then we ended up, coming with our own idea with different concepts. That's a totally different thing. Yeah. But she literally copied what you said you were going to do, and then because y'all could have even jointly done that, or she could have even shared ideas like, I'm thinking of doing this, or I'm having this struggle with this vendor or whatnot. But so that's the intent behind it for me. Like the intent behind it was very malice, and that's what I don't like. So I don't think that was your friend to begin with. No. And right. She's not talking to you. That's fine. You won. Like she's the one who lost.
Yeah, and that was also a question from Instagram: what to do when a friend steals your idea.
Yeah.
Shady lady.
Geez, Louise.
Woo! I recently was betrayed by a friend. She started sleeping with an ex of mine. That was just a statement. Okay. Well,
that was dope on me then.
Now we all gotta
right. Okay. Say it one more time.
One
more time to make sure we all heard it here.
I recently was betrayed by a friend. She started sleeping with an ex of mine, and then she put boundaries ? Girl, she didn't ran over with a bulldozer. Ain't no boundaries.
None.
And that is not, again, it's the characteristics. It's the character traits for me. We don't need a friendship contract for you to know not to sleep with my ex. If that's not obvious.
Period. Like, and also too, like, I'm just gonna assume that she knew
he was. Yeah.
Like, if this was somebody like maybe over, so this may be a newer friend and didn't know that this was someone of your past, and they happened to sleep with each other, then I mean, okay, the girl didn't know.
Towns are small.
Towns are small. The world is getting smaller and smaller. But however, she knew this was your ex and slept with him. That's not your friend. If she'll do that, she'll do anything.
Right. It's like, well, I don't have time to have friends where I'm like, oh, they can't, like, I can't leave them in the room alone with, I haven't got time.
You go out of town, he stay in town, you got a word, you can check your, they got their own group text talking about you.
You got to be all on the ring, seeing who coming to the door.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
How to politely tell someone you don't want to be their best friend anymore?
Oh, why? Like, what happened?
It was on Instagram, so you might not get it immediate.
Okay, well, if you're in here and you ask that question, tell me what happened.
We need context.
I want to understand.
It doesn't matter because they're at the point where they don't want to be best friends anymore.
Okay, well, if you had the conversation with them,
she wants you to work it out.
You don't have to work it out for sure, because some people actually need to go, and I think we've shared the same thing. Kind of like with female friendships, it's harder to kind of say, all right, that's it. You're dead to me. It's all or nothing. And with my friendships, I am all. There's no like I'm kind of hopscotching in there with my friends. I'm in. I will give you anything you need of me. You can, whatever it is. You can drive my car. You can if you need money. Like I will do whatever for my friends in that capacity. So to break up, like, and it's a grieving process. Like one of my friends that ghosted me and just dumped me, no clarity.
She's not bitter at all.
It was ugly. It wasn't ugly, but it was literally like Rashad got involved. Her and her husband, like it was just so ugly. And
I mean, I've been ghosted as well, and it was definitely like I was heartbroken,
right? Because you grieve that, like. My sister, like, what in the world? So be prepared for that. But again, if you're at a place where you're saying, I know I don't want this person in my life, then you've already moved on in your head. You've broken up already. Just tell her though. Tell her. Just tell her you don't want to be friends anymore. Like, this relationship is not serving me.
Namaste. Hi, Regina.
Hi, Regina.
That's my good girlfriend. Yeah. She said people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Amen. Sister.
Right. So everyone's even not. That's so perfect. Everyone's not.
Regina's a lifer.
Everyone isn't meant to be there forever as well. So I don't think that you should work everything out. Everything.
I can't tell.
I will communicate to you that this is closure and it's done.
Okay. Back to Instagram. There's no more questions in here. So if you have some, put them up. But for now, get piggyback. Do you believe in the heartbreak of friendship breakups? Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's not easy. Like, I think it's easy to say, like,
and you feel like it shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Like, it feels, you almost don't give it the amount of attention because you feel like it's not a love relationship, even though it is, but it's not a intimate relationship.
Yeah.
So you feel like, okay, well, fuck them too. Like, I'll just get over it. But it's really not. If that's the person you called about certain things and all the memories you shared and
you will grieve that person. You'll grieve that loss of that relationship as you would if it was a man. And that's not something that you need to feel bad about either, because again, the person was in your life probably on a very, very consistent basis. So, it hurts, especially if you were ghosted by that friend when they didn't give you opportunity to get clarity.
Or even if they did, like the friend I was ghosted by kind of said like there were just so many things throughout our friendship that rubbed her the wrong way, and she just never mentioned it. This is a year, like 15 years of friendship. Like, she just never mentioned it, and she was just at her breaking point. And I was like, what? What breaking point? We've never had an argument. What are you talking about? That's what it was to me. But that, again, if something's not serving you, in her world, she was just like, I'm good. Yeah. I've had enough. Right. I was like, what's enough of what?
You're just telling me about this today.
It's today. I was today years old when I knew we had a problem.
Yeah, which is why I say you need to communicate in real time. Like, when you sit on stuff, that's what happens. That person,
which made it even more of a heartbreak, because I was like, how have we been friends this long and you could never tell me that this thing that I always do bothers you? Yeah. I just would have stopped. Right.
Yeah. So, and then also saying things in real time as well. Like, the longer you fester on something, it's only going to more or less upset you more than the other person. They're going around their business, still doing whatever it is, still calling you, and you're getting more and more annoyed.
But that's a maturity thing too. To be comfortable enough to express your feelings.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that goes into that part too, of not saying when something is wrong. That can be like how you were brought up, the relationships that you're used to having, how you see your family communicate their feelings. So there was other things on the back end that made me feel like this is why we're here.
Yeah.
Y'all wearing matching socks?
No.
Are you wearing socks?
No,
I'm not wearing socks.
I took my socks.
I'm wearing socks.
And my feet. Sorry, my OnlyFans is coming on Monday.
All right. I was literally just purchasing this look and the Cardi was sold out. Yes, put your email down, because she always restocks. She does a really good job of that, and it's great quality.
It really is.
Yes,
we twins.
I'm a friend like that, giving, caring, and people take advantage of me, and I'm tired of it. That's why I go quick when I see that happening.
Oh my gosh. She's out of there. She's like, I don't have time.
How do you so this is for you? How do
Okay.
you set boundaries with coworkers who want to be friends but you aren't interested?
Oh no, that's very easy.
Don't want to make things awkward at work. Very easy, really.
Because I select my friends. They don't get to select me, especially at work, because I've been burned so much at work. Like, oh, we're loyal and down for each other, but they will throw you in the bus when that work and friendship starts. And it does work for some. Like a lot of my good friends, I did meet them from work, but I think it also depends on where you are in seniority level. Like if fraternizing is not allowed there, like don't compromise your job trying to be friends with somebody.
Yeah.
But I do also, people have said, mentioned about, me being on YouTube or things like that. And I'm fine with them knowing. But I think the thing is understanding, like, this is still my job and I'm not going to, like, my circle's tight. I think the thing for me being in HR, I can't really cross a lot of lines with having too many friends that are not in the HR department. It just, I can be cordial, friendly, and over time it'll develop. But I do have a strict 1-year policy regarding friends, like coworkers coming into my Facebook.
Oh, wow.
Like you cannot be my Facebook friend, like unless if I love you. Like if I'm at the point where like, oh no, I really like this person at work, they can be my Facebook friend. But if no one at my job can be my Facebook friend, okay, at least for a year. And even then it may be longer. Because people are nosy. They'll send you a little friendly friend request. And then before you know it, they're down your family tree. They see what you did in 2009. They're looking at your mom's page, you're on your sister's page. They're on your husband. They're all in your stuff. And it's just, then they start bringing stuff up and just, no. Because I don't know what I said in 2009. And I don't need you bringing that up with what I said in 2009. So just no thank you.
The cardigans are from L&M. It's a small business. L&M. ELL and EMM.
Almost like Ella and Emma. Are those her daughters?
L and M are her daughters.
Yeah, but
ELL and EMM.
I was just helping the others that need more processing time.
But it's not Ella.
No, so I was saying short for Ella.
Oh.
And Emma.
But her daughters are named L and M.
They're not Ella and Emma?
No.
Moving on. Priscilla says she has blocked all her coworkers on social media platforms. Listen, sometimes you got to get ahead of them before they come find you because they're looking anyway.
It just depends on your job and and what you post online, like what your online presence is.
Absolutely. Yeah. It just all depends. And I do have like one of my good friends at work. She's like 70 years old. I love her. Like I would ride for her, period. So you got to have your work bestie or your work husband or your work wife,
something,
but everybody is not going to be all up at the family reunion. Not happening.
Have you ladies ever had disagreements between you that was so deep that it almost broke you apart? No, I mean, we haven't been friends, I don't think, long enough for that to happen.
Gee, no way. We've not even had a disagreement. I mean, I think we just mutually can disagree about something, but it's not like a.
And I think we're both very flexible and also understanding of who each other are. Mm-hmm. And I'm like that with all of my friends. Like that, they are who they are. Mm-hmm. Almost all of my friends, we've talked about this before, are late people. I can't get upset and be like, this is the last time. I'm never going out with this person again because if they're going to be late. That's just what it is. Or anything. It's just like, this is the friend I chose to be friends with. If all the things that they do bother me, or these 5 things, that's what you got to deal with. Nobody's perfect. When you get married, you just find the person that
take them all.
It drives you less crazy than most of the people.
And you just,
So I feel like we're both like, yeah, Janae does that, and it's a little annoying. all the good outweighs the bad.
Oh, absolutely.
So I think that's how we look at it.
Yeah. No, I agree. I like how you said we're very flexible.
We are.
Yeah. But to answer that other question, we haven't had a disagreement that has brought, like, we've never fought, or I didn't have to have a sit down with you like, Janae, let's kind of regroup on this. You did this or that. That hasn't happened. Not to say that it won't, but I will say I didn't like when you did that.
Yeah.
I will communicate.
I feel like you said that before. It's probably been something like funny or like not serious, but it's been like, oh, I don't like that. And I'm like, oh shit, okay, my bad.
Really? What did I say?
It was probably something stupid. I just feel like I've heard those words before.
Okay. Yeah, but I also too don't. I think again, it goes back to the intentions of things. Like, I know in anything that may irk me or not, her intentions are never to hurt me. Her intentions are never to do something that's going to piss me off, and vice versa. Now, if I do it by being late, I've
accepted that that's you. I've accepted that that is Evan.
Not this month.
He cannot help himself.
I love Evan. You gotta be flexible with your time.
Exactly. I've accepted about Regina that she can just hang out all night and never gets tired, and she wants me to do the same. And I try my best. She's accepted that I'm gonna go to sleep, and I want to go home. That's fine. I am the word for you.
Suburb Walk says sometimes friends need not be overly sensitive. I feel like the world has become overly sensitive about things too. Like, I also don't have overly sensitive friends.
True.
A lot of my friends are criers, like they're sensitive-esque people.
Yeah.
But I don't have overly sensitive friends because I also will like throw a random joke. Like, but you also can like talk about me and I'll laugh at it. And so if I say something about you, it's always in fun of just like a pick, but not like, I'm not throwing out your mama jokes or nothing to like Joan anybody out.
Oh, Joan.
I'm not.
Didn't we read that?
We did
somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna Joan back and forth with each other, but like with our humor, like, but you can also talk about me and I'll take it and I'll own it.
Did you guys immediately like each other's spouses, or did you picture them with someone else?
They were already pre-selected before we became friends.
No, I guess when we met before the first time we met, did you think Josh was going to be like something else? And did I think Rashad was going to? I don't think we didn't know each other long enough to even have those thoughts.
No. And then by the time we met, Rashad left shortly after. Like, you hadn't seen him again since.
Yeah.
So,
but like the first night we hung out, we all hung out and had a lot of fun.
Yeah. But
they're both very like laid back. So it would have had to been like an awful first meeting for them to be like, oh hell no.
Right. I didn't know much about Josh prior to, like, he wasn't like, you didn't show him a lot. And I think you maybe mentioned before or something that he was quiet, but that's all I knew. But but most men are kind of quiet, but no, I didn't. But I mean, he was whatever you portrayed. Like, he is a quieter person, but But outside of that, they were pre-selected already, and there was no room to offer thoughts or opinions.
What do you do if you're uncomfortable around your friends' family, i.e., siblings?
Say that one more time.
What do you do if you're uncomfortable around your friends' family, i.e., siblings? Don't put yourself in those predicaments.
How? They're family.
Like, if we're going to hang out, I don't have to go to your house to hang out with you if you live with your whole family. That makes me uncomfortable.
No, what if you're married, though?
Oh, I don't think it was meant like that.
Are you sure? Read it one more time.
Siblings. It's talking about siblings.
I thought you meant like the spouse's siblings.
Now you got me confused. Where's the damn question?
Not like my true sister, but it would be like, okay.
What to do if you're uncomfortable around your friends' family, i.e., siblings? So if I was uncomfortable around your sister, I wouldn't be around them. Like if, but it depends on age. Like if they live with them or what the situation is.
Yeah.
But if it's like family gatherings and they always invite you for Thanksgiving and you hate it, then don't go.
Yeah. We're not forcing anything. And I don't have to stop being that person's friend because my relationship is with a friend.
Right.
I don't, if you're like, oh, come over here, hang out with my family, and I don't rock with your family, I'm not.
Again, all families are different. I'm not coming over for dinner so you can join on me because that's how y'all roll and y'all think it's a good time.
Right.
I'm not coming and you're going to force me to play spades and I like playing spades.
You're going to get mad at me.
I don't want to come.
I cannot handle that kind of pressure because I can't play the games. Not gonna do it. I will not put myself in that.
I would not put myself in those situations.
No,
but make sure that you make other plans so that you guys can still have your friendship time. If that means, come over and we'll cook and we'll have drinks this weekend, or let's go out and have brunch. If they live with them, then again, you got to work around it.
Yeah.
But I'm not putting myself into anything that the energy ain't right.
We're not forcing a ting. Not a ting.
Okay, now I'm behind. Damn it. What? Okay. Talk to coworkers at work, but don't go out with them. All right. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Where and how did you ladies meet? You can tell that story while I catch up.
Okay, so while Janae's catching up, we met via Instagram, and I was the initial reach outer. We met in 2017, and I'm trying to think. I sent you like that first.
I should go and
reach
see what
out.
It was.
I know. I think I took a screenshot of it. So but I can't remember exactly what it was. But I think it was around you starting your blog. And I was like reaching out saying congratulations and I enjoy your content. So when I started blogging in 2017, I was looking up different bloggers and trying to figure out what is an influencer, what is a blogger, what do they do, and I didn't know it, and she came up in some kind of page or something. I know even in our text thread it would take forever, but in that, like I said, she popped up and I reached out. I'll talk to anybody. So if I wanted to say something to Beyonce, I'm going to reach out to Beyonce. So I had no fear of like reaching out. And if she didn't respond, then she just didn't respond. But we just kind of did the whole back and forth thing for a while. And then I was in DC. Me and my husband were in DC. And then she was like, oh, you're in DC. Let's get together. And then her husband and my husband and I, we all met up. We went out for drinks, food, dancing, and we've been together. We went clubbing. And we have not been apart since then. We've just been growing our friendship from there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Somebody said, I disagree on the sensitive part a bit. It's situational. I think some people say someone is sensitive as an excuse to be an asshole. I agree. Oh, yeah. Now, you're right. It is very situational. I think when it comes to the dynamics of someone's, like if I say something, I don't expect someone to just take whatever I have to say. But I also am going to be mindful of if this is something that's going to trigger this person. I'm not going to just off the wall say whatever the hell I want just because I just want to. These are my words. I can say what I think this is inappropriate and also too it's not kind. Yeah. So I do agree with that. But I think what I was saying is that I've had people say things like, well, I'm even trying to think of the exact scenario where it was so off the wall to me. I was like, oh, I didn't know that was something that offended you. Yeah. But thanks for letting me know. My bad. People have their own insecurities. Right. So I was like, oh, my bad. I didn't know that. So now I was able to course correct on that. But no, to just walk around being mean or offensive, no, that's just not necessary. Especially to your friends. You love your friends. How about the spouse of your husband's friends? My husband thinks all wives should get along. It's draining. Ooh, no. Oh. I mean, yeah. It is interacting with people and they're not your actual friends, like chit-chatting, small talk. That is extremely draining to me. Yeah. You got to do it sometimes, but I'm not doing it often.
Mm-mm. And I think I'll put a good effort, especially if I see like, oh, this is his really good friend, and they're probably going to be around a lot. Let me put in just more effort, just find commonalities between myself and the spouse. But I don't think I'm going to put all my eggs in that basket because it has to happen genuinely. I can't just be like, let's go to Target. Now Target's my space. Now if I can't rock with you at Target, then we're not going to Target. Good. It's not looking good. But, you know, I think putting in the effort for your spouse is fine. But if y'all just don't vibe, then you just don't vibe. It's just, we're not forcing it. Ponytails. What is the thing you said? Nothing. We're just not forcing anything.
I don't remember. Yes, but what if it's your husband's family and you feel like all his sisters are messy? I don't know. I'm so very fortunate.
Well, has it been like a fallout? Well, you don't know. You don't know the person, but
they ain't here to tell us. Jean,
tell us, Jean. I wish there was an option to like invite people in here. Like, Jean, tell us more.
Give us the tea.
So I think,
what's the situation? Tell us the last situation.
Yeah,
or the recurring situation.
Yeah, like if there's a common theme. Let's talk through
Some
this.
families are just messy. Some families just gossip.
Ugh. Yeah. And do y'all live close by? Like,
because that makes a difference too.
Yeah. You don't always have to go. You don't always have to go. You can stay away.
And not the husband sisters go with God.
Yeah, and as easy as it is to want to feel like when you get married, you get along with everybody in the family, it does not always happen that way. You can't expect, you can hope that it would, but it's not realistic in all scenarios. But, you know, if you've done everything you can, or you know that you didn't do anything, then you can avoid going and putting yourself in that situation. Like if you know you're going to go, there's going to be some kind of argument or blowout, then we will be seeing less and less of Akida.
Yes. Okay.
Lindsay,
what to do when your friend needs a lot of male attention whenever you go out, i.e., scantily clad, overly flirty, etc. It gets a little cringy.
The man,
your friend.
The friend wants a lot of attention,
a lot of male attention. So we go out, you always want your ass out, your boobs out, and you just want, like, you're not having fun unless...
Right. And you're just like, I'm here to hang out with you, girl.
Yeah. That's...
Maybe in those scenarios, maybe y'all should go to calmer places, like where no men are. Just, girl, come over to the house. And then she may have another group of friends that she goes out where she can just seek men attention.
Yeah, and I think I kind of also need a little more info. Again, I'm all about self-reflection. Why does that bother you? Or is there something specific she's doing that makes you uncomfortable? Because if you half naked, I ain't gotta be half naked. I mean, if that's how you dress, that's how you dress. If you're comfortable, you do you.
Yeah.
But is it something that you feel like you're being judged because of how she looks, and she gets weird looks, so then you feel like that's a reflection of you? Because it's not. That's how your friend want to dress. You got to accept her for who she is. Or is it like you're not enjoying the time I'm trying to spend with you because you're too focused on men?
Yeah. Or is your friend to the point to where she's now putting herself in dangerous situations, and you have to watch her,
right?
Because we came together, or we leaving together. You're not leaving off with nobody. We will leave together. So it doesn't matter where now you have to be the mom, or you have to be the babysitter. Then no, then it's not enjoyable. It's only fun for them. Now you have to be sober.
So then you need to limit what y'all do together.
Yeah. Jean is back. Okay, short story. He is the breadwinner and his 10 siblings. 10! He is big on family and functions.
Aww. So y'all pay for everything?
Well, I think the family just gets
together all the time.
They get together a lot. Yeah. So it's not.
What does that have to do with him being the breadwinner? I'm assuming that means he has to pay for things all the time. So then that's where it gets messy. Listen, Jean, you got to give us a little more. This story was too short.
Jean, long story short. Give us a long story here, Jean.
Okay. They feel like I'm taking him away, and he is so laid back that he sweeps it under the rug, and he wants me around at every cookout. Because he got to be there because they're a big family. I feel because you have more experience with this. Josh doesn't have a big family, and there's not a lot of huge event. I mean, he doesn't have a big family. So like this past weekend, his family came here and stayed with us, and we hung out. They went back home, but we both have small families, so I never feel really obligated to do a thing.
Yeah,
but we see our families because we want to, but not because like, oh, if you don't show up, such and such is gonna think whatever.
Yeah. So I'm from the South, so there are things that I can see by you not showing up will cause it'll cause some whispers like, oh, your wife didn't show up again. Where's she too good to come around? Those things may come up because that's a Southern thing and a Southern expectation that you're gonna, so I'm not sure, Jean, if you're from the South or not, but I can get why you're saying that. I do think maybe you can pick some of the sisters or brothers off individually and kind of have sidebar conversations. Did you?
The sisters like me, but I feel like they're always in the business. Certain sisters, so I'd rather just stay away. You just have to. I feel like you just have to be okay with that's how their family functions. If it's not disrespectful or rude, some families just share a lot, and I think you have to communicate to your husband what you're comfortable with. And now that's a conversation between you. I don't care how laid back you are. If I don't like something, Josh gonna know, and you got to live in this house with me.
Yeah.
So,
and also maybe if it's a matter of your husband stepping up and saying stuff, like I'm not gonna. If there's something that I don't like, if I'm around the family, I'm gonna give him the opportunity to say something to his family first before I intervene. And we've had conversations where it's like, do you want me to say something or can you say something? But Rashad's such no one's going to mess with me or upset me that he's going to always intervene to make sure that I'm good in any situation. It doesn't matter if family, coworkers, friends, he will always protect me at all costs. But again, I do think if there's something that they're doing, they're costing your business, maybe your husband can have that conversation with them so it can be nipped in the bud at that level. Because I think regardless, even if you do step in and say something, you'll be looked at as, being off. But if you can just in real time say something to whatever sister said something at that moment or have a conversation with her separately, like, hey, when we were at the cookout earlier today, you said this, I didn't really like that. But again, I would just make sure the husband knows where you feel with that, because he should also be able to intercept some of that conflict that may occur.
Thank you for sharing, Jean.
Yes, Jean.
That was very interesting. We were going back to the other one about the friend. No attention. Okay. Should you tell your friend if you heard that they are starting to get a bad reputation through the work grapevine or in the community?
Yes.
And this is the same person that was with the friend that is looking like a whore. For me, my friend would focus more on someone talking to them or getting drinks, etc. And it feels like she's not there for friend time. And I feel like she's selling herself short. So it's kind of two things. One, you feel like she's just selling herself short, but also you're actually not spending quality time. So then you need to change the scenery. I don't want to be the going out friend. Because when we go out, we're not actually like connecting.
Right. We're not having any bonding time. So
I'll be the lunch friend. I'll be the
come to my house
breakfast friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, every time they go out, maybe it's the places that they're going. Just tell her to come to your house. But the out friend, I can't babysit you over there. I gotta make sure my phone charged because you don't left me. No, thank you.
11 siblings. He might not have the opportunity until after the fact. Speak up, sis, respectfully, of course. So people only want to be friends to get a leg up or to social climb. It happens a lot to me in college. Girls just wanted to be in my organization. That's true. I mean, that happens sometimes.
And I think also too, when we're saying friends, it's what category friends are you putting them in? I don't have fly-by-night friends, so I think that I speak more passionately about it because my friends, I love them like they're blood related to me. So I think when I say friends, I'm thinking of almost like I'm talking to a sister, but If these are people who are taking your money, sleeping with your man, these are
stealing your ideas.
These are
you don't wish me well.
You don't wish me well. Your intent is not to make sure that I'm elevating you and that I can bring out your best you, or I can be my best self around you. Those are not friends.
Okay. Switching gears a bit.
Okay.
How do you cope with friends who may not be able to afford the lifestyle you have? I would try not to put them in situations where it matters. Like maybe that's not your travel friend if y'all don't have the same ideas around accommodation, but that can still be the friend you hang out with and spend time with and do. Yeah. I would just be I would be mindful because you also don't want to make your friend feel uncomfortable.
And you don't want them to even be put in a situation where they have to spend beyond their budget to keep up with you. So if there's something where you can take the cost, like, hey girl, I just really want you to come hang out. I'll, I
already bought the ticket.
You just bring yourself. If you're in that position, do that for your friend. I think they'll really appreciate it. But also too, maybe y'all can do more things that are more local to their budget. But
like that's not the friend you're gonna fly to Dubai with.
That's not gonna fly to Dubai with that friend. Y'all gonna probably go to Florida, but y'all not gonna go to Dubai. And then also too, like the activities that you do, if it's not gonna be something that either you can reap the cost because they just honestly financially can't afford it, or it's not in their forefront of mind, then do things that are just more cost efficient around their budget, and then you just may need to find other people to do the more expensive things with. Because there's nothing worse than planning a trip or going on a trip and people don't have all their money together. That's why I've never been on a girl's trip, because somebody doesn't ever have their money. And it just has not ever happened.
My friend's birthday outing is coming up. What do I do about the friend that doesn't like me?
What? Say that one more time.
So
the friend? No, I'm just
okay. So the birthday outing for their good friend is coming up, but I'm assuming there is another friend who will be at the outing that doesn't like her.
Oh, go anyway.
Yeah.
Go anyway. It's your friend's birthday.
Yeah, you're not gonna miss it. You're not gonna miss that memory.
No.
As long as y'all are cordial. Now, if y'all like have fist fight before,
every time I get together, y'all are fighting. Then you
don't ruin the birthday.
Right. You don't need to go to jail, especially if it's like on a Thursday or Friday. You'll be in there all weekend, So I would just definitely say, still go. You don't have to speak to that other person that does not like you. If they don't like you, that's their problem, unless you did something to them. But outside of that, it's their problem. You're there for your friend. Okay,
this is back to the YouTube chat. Lisette, I hope I'm saying that right. Hey girl. We've been talking in the DMs. What if you have a friend that tells all of her other friends' business? When you try to tell her it isn't cool, she takes offense. I don't know. I don't like people telling my business.
If they'll tell all,
then you don't tell them. You don't. I would definitely wouldn't share my business.
Right? They're gonna tell.
Don't share anything that you're not comfortable with anybody knowing. But it's also like, again, you got categories. That's the friend. Maybe that's a friend you just have fun with. You like going out to eat with. Y'all like watching the same movies. Y'all like skydiving. I don't know, but that's not the friend you spilling your whole guts to.
Do not take any bones to that friend. Okay. Leave them out of there. But you can still, like, so you don't have to, no person is perfect. So you don't have to have like the perfect person to say, this is my all for my perfect friend for my everything. If this person can't hold water, then you just don't tell. If you tell them something, then they're going to run and tell it. Just don't tell them anything.
Because some people, it's not even always malicious. Some people are just talk like they can't help themselves. They know something and they just gotta get it. It's like
they got a brain.
Hey, guess what I heard? Let's see. What do you do if you're miserable at work and have addressed work concerns with HR? You want to quit badly, but not having luck finding another job with a similar salary to balance expenses. Okay, New Wave. This is not about friends, but we're going. Just give a little, spread a little pixie dust.
All right, here's my HR hack.
We interrupt the scheduled programming.
So I would say, if you're not finding any luck finding another job in the same field with the same salary, there's some kind of discrepancy. Either for some reason your title is causing a big variance with what you make, that's not correlating with the market. So either it may be your resume. Like if you're not getting any bites, you're not getting any interviews at all. It's something with your resume that just may need to be tweaked. And I would do that and cater around the role you're looking for. Adjust your resume to the job description so that way you can get more feedback and calls back regarding interviews. So if you're not happy there, sis, stack your dough, do it responsibly. You don't have to just up and say I quit. Then set yourself up financially as much as you can, and go ahead and go from there. If your mental health is suffering, then contact your benefits department so they can work through FMLA so you can take some leave and still have your job.
And we're back. What do you do when you have a friend that is constantly trying to one-up you when you're engaging in conversations with each other or other people?
Ooh. So you're like, oh, let me tell you about this.
Or like, oh, I got a race. Did I tell you I got a... Oh, that sends me. That makes me want to jump off this roof up. I hate it. That's not a friend. I couldn't be friends with somebody like that. I love letting my friends have their moments and celebrating their wins. Yeah. And if I can't bring a win to you and we just like we're excited for me in that moment. Yeah. Then I'm limiting a lot of the interaction. Yeah.
Because it's not, friends don't compete with each other. Like that's the thing about it. When I say my definition of friends, we wouldn't be competing with each other. There's no competition. Yeah.
If I can't enjoy my moment, live in my moment, if you can't not have the attention on you and just be like, oh my God, that's so amazing. What are we gonna do to celebrate? Mm-hmm. Akida is monetized on YouTube now. That was a celebration. I can't be like, oh yeah, I remember when I got monetized. I did this. Who the fuck cares? Nobody. That's not what we're talking about.
Right.
It's like, okay, what are we gonna do now? Here's the plan. Here's what you do. Here's how. That friendship will be.
And it really is that, like,
because it would be natural to me. Like now, I'm never gonna bring good news to you. Mm-hmm. I never want to talk through things with you. Mm-hmm. So then it's just like, now we're just friends so you can tell me about your good shit.
Right.
What's going on with you? Because I know as soon as I bring something up, you're just gonna talk about you anyway. So let's just talk about you.
Right. I mean, because they'll do that in any situation. Like, oh, someone passed my family. Someone passed my family too, girl.
Okay. Goodbye.
Right.
Like, you know what? I gotta go.
Thank you for the love, guys. Thank you. But thank you for watching, because I had to reach a certain threshold of you guys watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. It's the only way I got monetized.
Yes.
So thank you.
It's a huge
you guys.
accomplishment. Hey y'all, I'm so late. Well, we just glad you're here, girl.
Come on over here. We've been here an hour.
I can't stand people like that. Ew, that's how I feel. I love that. Get out of here. Just go talk to yourself.
Right.
Jesus.
And they aren't going to be genuine with you. Like, they're never going to, if they're so self-indulged in themselves, they cannot pour into you, because they're always going to also look for you to do things and praise them all the time. And no one has that kind of time.
Hate it here. Ugh.
Hate it here.
Okay. Now I'm back on Instagram. How do you tell your friend she's making a horrible mistake, life-changing mistake? It depends on what it is, but if it's something where it's like
life-changing,
then you just need to say something.
Yeah, say something. Don't let her just do it to keep her feelings. I mean, if you're going to do something that's life-changing, you obviously know about it, so they shared it with you. Then say, hey, because of, and you may put a clause in here. Hey, I don't try to get in your business, but with this being such life-changing, I care about you.
I'm really concerned about X, Y, and Z.
I'm concerned about you. Here's my thoughts.
That's
have you thought about that? And they can walk through, and they may not have thought about those. They're like, you know what? You're right. Let's think about this.
Yeah.
But if they still choose to move forward, that is their life at the end of the day, and they can live with the regret if it doesn't work out. But yeah, you don't want them to resent you because you told them how to do something and they wanted to do it so badly. So
dealing with long-term friends who suddenly act insecure due to your life and presence.
Oh my.
This is where the quote, like Regina said it earlier, some friends are like a season, lifelong. Everybody's not meant to go all the way up the ladder of life with you. Like, again, I've had friendship heartbreaks, but I also think about some of those friendships and I can't even picture them being relevant in my life right now. Not to have any malice against anybody else, but just I'm such a different person. They're probably different people. I just can't see it jiving. Yeah. So if you're climbing a ladder or reaching goals and it's getting awkward, it's something right there.
Right.
Because again, that goes back to like, you can't celebrate me. I'm still here to support you, but I can't be friends and feel like, let me just dim my light. Let me not be too excited about this huge thing that just happened because I don't want to make you feel That's not okay.
That's not your friend. That's not your sister. Because a sister wouldn't feel that way about someone they cared about, especially if
they can still feel like they have goals.
Absolutely.
Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine. I just really was just honestly saying the same thing you were saying. I shouldn't have to dim my light or my excitement about something because I feel like you're gonna be upset about it.
Yeah.
And again, I think just depending on the scenario, if it's a matter of I just got a promotion at work and you didn't get a promotion at work, and I may, of course, be a bit sensitive to how much joy I share, but I may still share it with you. But however, if every time I bring something to you, you're not going to be happy for me, or I know I have to kind of put a filter on it, then no. Because then I can't be my genuine self with you. And if I can't be my genuine self, then you just be an associate. Become an associate. And I'm cool with my associates.
You're opening a business.
I have an associate bucket and I'm a friend bucket. And you can just go, let me just transfer you into a different bucket.
Associate in the law firm. We're just going to move your category.
Yes.
It's fine.
They're not all your friends.
You're now.
I've transferred you. I thought you were a friend. I'm going to just move you over here.
You changing departments.
Trading departments.
We put out a memo this morning. You are now.
Yeah.
Ooh, how do you deal with a friend when they're constantly complaining? I try to be understanding, but it is draining.
No, you can only bring a problem to me so many times. And here's an example for that. I have someone in my life who constantly complains about their boyfriend who they've been on and off again for years, several years, over a decade. You can no longer come back to me a decade later. We've been talking about this same person and think I can offer you more advice. I'm a decade out of advice. I don't have any more advice to give you. At this point, you flourish however you want to. I'm going to be over here. You make all your own decisions, because at that I cannot. You cannot continue to bring me down and complain about something. You just can't. I don't have the energy for it. I like being positive anyway, but we can't complain without coming up with a solution. We can vent about something like, girl, and feel some kind of way. And I may absolutely agree with you, but let's also come up with a solution.
Yeah.
We're not going to continue to complain.
We're both very solution-based people.
We're solution-oriented people.
Like, I will talk shit for 2 hours, but at the end, I do want to do something.
Yeah. And we'll be like, all right, so what do we do about it?
Friends, associates, people you know, people you grew up with. Yes, those are the categories. We will be sending out memos. My friends know. I'll tell them in a minute. I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it. And that's okay. Because, like, we can only talk about something for so long. Like, till you just want to stay in this place. Yes. Okay, cool. Call me when you're done.
Not everyone belongs in your front row. That's a good way to put it. Okay, there's no questions right now, so let's go back to Instagram.
Hey, Josh.
Oh,
Bring me a
nice.
gift. Ah.
Yes.
We interrupt this. We have a brief sponsor. You want to say hi?
No. This is what we're drinking, if you're wondering. Get over here.
He's like,
it's kind of cold. We're just taking a quick intermission.
Look who we have here, guys. It's Josh.
Happy Easter. He said Happy Easter.
He said Happy Easter, guys.
Wow. I look like an alcoholic.
I mean, the way it's pouring, it sounds like someone's peeing.
Read the questions. I think it's kind of cold.
Yeah, I'm good.
It's fine. Thank you.
So pass the bottle. Hey, Josh. They're saying, hey, Josh. He said, Josh, have a good weekend. And that's it. That's all he's got. Okay, so they're agreeing that best friends should be sisters. Is that Uber Eats guy? No, that's Josh.
That's my husband. Up in the house? What kind of Uber Eats is that?
I'm like, wow, they really up there in customer service. Man, I saw something about dating in your 20s, but I missed it. Sisters don't be sisters sometimes. That's true.
Sisters don't be sisters.
I think it's very, again, I have to go off of experience that my ponytail is like, I have once, yeah, you're definitely good. Yes, shift and adjust.
Right.
My sister, I have one sister, blood sister, and then two sister-in-laws. My sister is really one of my best friends. And so when I have people in my life that are the ones that I love, then I can put them in a bucket similar to the way I will do them and the way that I would treat them. But I do also recognize not all siblings get along. Not all siblings have that same dynamic. Not all siblings like each other. Some don't even love each other. So I do have to remember all family are not friends. So yeah, the sisters don't be sisters sometimes. And that's unfortunate because I do.
That also contributes to what you bring to a relationship. I think.
Yeah.
I think I hold on to relationships with friends more and value them even more because I don't have siblings. So this is all I got.
Yeah.
Yes, I have tried the blueberry. Yes, we just ran out of it.
I think we had blueberry last time.
Yeah, it's delicious. How do you deal with a friend who buys everything you buy?
I mean, if y'all have similar tastes,
y'all need to start sharing shit.
Okay, but y'all need to align on the sizes and go from there. You buying this? No, I'm buying this, and then move around the corner from each other, and it's just easier to swap.
But really, I would figure again, self-reflection. I would figure out why it bothers you that she buys what you buy. Is it because what's the reason?
Yeah.
What was the reason?
What was the reason?
Is it just because maybe she admires you and admires your taste?
Yeah.
And if you got it, she knows it's the shit. So I want it too. Okay, there's no questions right now.
No questions.
So I'll go back over here.
Okay.
I'm doing a great job.
You are doing really good. Janae wears glasses. And when we first started doing these lives initially, she could not see. So every time we feel like we've gotten a little bit better
for sure.
Better.
This is probably our best.
This is our best.
I mean, last week was the most fun so far.
Yeah.
But we were still shaky at the start time and just. How do you maintain? Well, we're both married, so I don't know if this is. How do you maintain relationships with girlfriends while married? Oh, okay, while married. How do you maintain relationships with girlfriends while married? You make an effort. Like any other relationship, you have to be thoughtful and make an effort, carve out time, and just, again, it's like a relationship.
Yeah. I think that's the most important part as we get out of our 20s and our teens. Thank you. As you get out of your 20s and your teens and you're getting into your 30s and
way more effort.
There is effort. And I think at those times of life, there were no other obstacles. There was not a lot of things that were distracting.
It was convenient.
So it was very convenient. It's probably very easy. You go to school together, you see each other every day. So it was very, very easy. But the same effort that you put into a relationship with a significant other is literally the same effort you need to put into your friendships and even with your family that you want to stay connected and close to. And I think that's the part where it clicked for me maybe about 2 years ago. I was like, I need to, because other people's lives were changing.
I agree.
And I feel like mine was like, I would move around, but that still started taking more effort. It's like, all right, well, I'm moving to Florida now, or now I'm moving to Virginia. So now I need to put in more effort to try and make sure if these are people I want to see, I need to go to them, they need to come to me, or we need to meet in the middle.
Yeah.
So that's effort. So I think that's the biggest thing. It's just putting in, honestly, the effort that you would if this was your man and you had a dick appointment. It's like, well, I got that appointment coming up, so let me go ahead.
You getting ready?
You just shave.
Oh no, girl, I can't do it. I got something to do. I can't come. No.
Right.
Should have called me earlier. I already got plans. It's the same thing.
Yeah, put in the same effort for your girls.
That was funny.
But it's true though.
Okay, back to Instagram.
Okay.
If you have any questions, put them in the box.
Yeah.
I can see them.
Yeah, I need to get on here too so I can scroll back up. Should I reset the room?
Oh yeah,
let's reset the room. Okay, so for those of you who have jumped in late, my name is Akida, and if you are new to my channel, welcome.
Subscribe,
like, comment, and share. This is Janae, High-Low Lux. You will find her Instagram, YouTube, blog, High-Low Lux, Pinterest. Like to know it. We both like to know it. TikTok. She's definitely on TikTok. I have like 7 videos. But you can find us anywhere, and we also have our own Instagram page called Good Girlfriends Chat, where we post different announcements and polls and questions to engage with you all, to be live for you all for the Good Girlfriends Chat, which we do on each other's YouTube channel. So
it's every other week.
So
you need to follow both of us.
And
you also need to follow our Instagram handle, because that's where we post when we need topics to see what we want to talk about. Also, where you can put the questions that I'm reading.
Yes.
They're all from our Instagram page. And also that's where we put the time and the dates.
Yes.
I mean, it's every other Friday, but life gets in the way sometimes. So if you follow that Instagram page, which will be linked below, then you'll know when we post, like, hey, it's tomorrow at 6.
Yes.
Like this week we asked if you wanted it at 1 or 6, and everybody voted 6. So here we are. This is for you guys, and how it started for those of you who are new here. It started with going to Wendy's. So once Janae moved here, we really were like together a lot. So it was a matter of, we were doing different vlogs and car chats, and it was still really funny. And then you did a Vogue question of to get to know her. And from there, people liked our engagement, interaction. And then we did one for me, and then they wanted more. And then now we do these Good Girlfriend Chats. So you get a little bit of both of us every other week. And we're here for you guys. And we love it. We love this because we were doing pre-recorded videos. Oh, yeah, that was awful. But it's also, again, about putting in the effort. This is also just a chance for us to hang out. I mean, even though we live close, we still have shit to do. And sometimes just life gets in the way. So this was like the best of both worlds. Like she was trying to like get her YouTube channel off the ground. And this was kind of like a way for us to both get content, both do our jobs, both make money, and hang out. And we're here as long as this lasts. And when it's over, we go home. Like she goes home. But it's like, wow, that was so fun. And we hung out, but also were productive.
Yeah.
It's honestly the best.
It basically couldn't ask for anything better.
Okay. Best advice I've gotten on friends is to stop watering dead plants. It should be mutual effort. That's great advice.
Stop watering dead plants. I love that.
Put on a t-shirt. She gonna steal it.
Stolen. No, I'm just kidding. But that is such a really good analogy, because once you put in the work, like I've done all I could to keep this plant alive, you're dead.
I will throw a plant away quick.
You're gone. I will move on to the next plant.
I'm struggling.
I have like 2 that are really thriving: orchid and the one we got from Ikea last year. And she's just growing.
I already bought a fake plant to replace the plant that's downstairs. It's still alive, but I just
you just know it's not gonna.
I already know.
Oh, sorry to that.
Why do you think it's easier for men to keep and maintain friendships than women? They seem to be more forgiving of one another. I also think they're kind of surface level too, and they have very low expectations of each other.
They don't expect anything from each other,
so everything is a bonus.
Yeah, literally. Rashad talks to,
and they're very like they give each other grace.
They give each other grace. They don't, because I know I'll ask Rashad like questions about his friend conversations, and I'm like, oh well, what did they say when they did this? He's like, I didn't ask him that. Well then, I mean, are you really their friend? And I was like, well, what's their favorite color? I don't know. I guess blue. Well, I mean, y'all were on the phone for an hour. What did y'all talk about at all? I mean, just shit. And then what did y'all accomplish? Nothing. Like, and he also doesn't share anything with me. Like I don't know what they talk about.
Because we're not catty. We're not catty either. And we've still both been ghosted.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Explain that.
Explain it. Tell us the reason. What was the reason?
Yo, the outfits. You didn't mention them when you reset the room.
Sorry. And also, these will be linked below after the live. These came from L&M. And I'm wearing a medium. She's wearing a medium. It's a short set. There's the shorts.
Okay, hold on.
Show us.
I've been sitting for a long time.
Oh, okay. They're short set with a sweater material. Nice on the bum. It has pockets, patch pockets. Boom.
This is a lot.
Yes.
The shorts are available right now. The sweater is sold out, but put your name down because she always restocks. It's a really good website, a really good small business, great quality. Highly recommend.
Highly recommend.
Not sponsored. We both bought.
Yeah. And we're not mad at each other about it.
At all. As soon as I was like literally putting in my order, I FaceTimed her and I was like, you need to buy this. And remember that other stuff I bought? This is the same thing. She just had a new launch. You need to buy something.
Bought it.
We bought two of the same thing.
Yeah. I said, what size? Medium. Great. Ordered.
Say less. Okay.
I've got a little bit of a troll in here.
Oh, I'm trying to block people. Who? Where?
Let's see. I think this is Ryan Gosling at 728.
Oh, Ryan, you piece of shit.
Where? Maybe you already blocked and I didn't see it.
No, I haven't blocked in a while.
728. The time 728. We're at 711.
Oh, I thought that was the name.
Oh, no.
He's right here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty quick.
Yeah, you are. I really appreciate that. Let's see here. So Brianna recently moved. How do you find friends in a new place? So my initial advice would be see if there are any groups within things that you like to do. So every time I go to a new place, I join whatever like military-esque group that's in the area, or if there's a bloggers group or some type of Facebook group of other like-minded people with things that I'm interested in. And if there's something that they say or interests me or someone, oftentimes in those groups, there are other friends who are looking to meet other friends, or they'll say, hey, I'm a young mom. I have a dog. I just recently moved here. Does anybody want to go to brunch? I love to eat. So, it's easy to kind of go in there and, set up some time to meet and correlate if you'll have interests that are like each other. Also, if you know someone who maybe from your job, which, like I said, I'm not really that apt to meet friends at work, but if someone you meet at the hair salon, it's like, oh girl, I like your hair, or whatever, y'all just have mutual conversation. You meet someone at Target. I don't meet a stranger, so it's easy for me to talk to different people. And if I find something that seems similar and you don't seem crazy, then I'm very much more open to meet in a public setting. So that's my suggestion, is try to find even some of these Facebook groups. I'm trying to think of even like Instagram, of like-minded things that you like to do. If you like to take pictures, then maybe get into a photography group, things like that, to see if you can meet some new friends that way. And also even look at different hashtags of stuff that you're interested in as well in that area. You may see some people who posted different things to get to know of different places in that area. And as you go to different places, see if you can, meet up with a friend and share with them. Hey, new to the area, I'd love to just kind of meet some new people. You don't have to share your location and things like that.
I blocked that guy from it.
Thank you.
There's like 2. You can see like only those live ones, and then you can see the top ones.
I see.
Someone asked twice, so I want to make sure we mention this. I have nothing to add, but I'll try. How would y'all go about dating if you were single in 2021? Child, I don't even know. I don't see chipmunk in mine. I'm going back and forth. I'm on it.
You're on it.
Blockiana.
How would you go about dating in 2021? I think if it's one thing to say, like, how would you date, like, if we were single versus even dating in 2021, because it's so different now. I would think the only thing you could do is almost do it online because we were locked in the house for,
probably
such a long time. Yeah. I have a friend who got married. She met her whole husband. They got 2 kids. They got a house, bought another house. They're just thriving right now.
There's trash men everywhere.
Everywhere.
So all the sites, I think they're on there. So obviously you just have to have discernment. But I actually just saw a TikTok today about how Bumble was started. And it just inspired me. Like, if I was dating, I would definitely get on that app. Because the lady that started Bumble, she just took her company public. So she's like the first female billionaire.
Oh, wow.
The youngest female billionaire. But she actually helped start Tinder. And she left Tinder because she was getting sexually harassed and started Bumble and basically just made it everything she wanted to feel safe. So she made it so that the women chose the men, and so that there was just different, just a totally different vibe. So I thought that was really nice. Again, not sponsored, but I just saw on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is so cool. Not to say that there's not going to be trash men on there. But a lot of people in the comments of that TikTok were like, I met my husband on Bumble, or I met my boyfriend on Bumble.
Yeah.
So
I always tell people, like, when they're like, how do I meet people? I'm single, I'm looking. I'm like, did you try Bumble? Because, like I said, one of my really good friends, she ended up finding her husband on Bumble, and they're thriving and doing great. But I think also too, no matter which site that you choose to get on, you still do need to go back to having that level of discernment and being safe. If there are flags right in the beginning that you're like, this person's about games or trash, then move on quickly. Like, don't just linger this thing out.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
No.
Date on there like you should date in life, which means, listen, it's like playing the lottery. It's like playing, like, don't get too attached to anything.
Yeah.
If I'm dating, I'm dating. I'm dating. I can have a lot. I mean, we're all at home, but you can have a lot of phone conversations throughout the day. It's a lot of hours in the day.
Right. And I think opposite of me, I've never been a serial dater. And I think,
Sometimes, man.
I feel like I wish I would have. I guess I'm saying more or less, I feel like mentally I shouldn't have.
You put yourself probably through a lot of unnecessary stress and hoopla when it's like people weren't even worth all your time. Like, people barely got me in my feelings. So I was like, oh, you canceling? Just go down, text such and such.
Right.
It's fine.
Right.
It's fine. Oh, don't worry about it.
And
next week, sure. I already had a dinner date. I was going to lunch with you. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just rest.
So I'll just rest. And I would be the opposite, like, okay, well, no problem. And just constantly just making so many things work with
you get let down
one person. Yes. It still didn't work out. So it's just like, I should have just been out there dating, getting to know more people.
I love that you guys are sharing your online stories. That's so great. Oh, you just learned to block. Yes, please block. If you see a troll, please block.
Yes.
It's just exhausting. But help me out.
Help us out here.
Okay, there's no question. Just found you ladies and been binging your videos. Love the realness and down-to-earth personalities. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bumble has become a hookup app. Not as overt as Tinder, but it's up there.
Good.
Yeah.
Dang. Is there another one called like Hinge or Hitch? I heard that recently.
I thought that was Hinge?
Excuse me.
Did I
did.
I thought that was for
I burp a lot.
Gaming.
It is?
I think so.
I don't know where I heard it. Well, if you are a man and available for other men,
Because
that's a site for you guys.
When my friend visits, I love to go on his app
to
and just look, because it gives you people in the area.
Oh,
and in this area, it's weird.
Plenty for him, huh?
No, it's so weird.
Oh,
and it's just funny what some people put on apps to attract you.
Oh man,
it's literally like a game we play. Like, let me see.
Oh, I'm like, they're
down the street. What a weirdo. Okay.
See, I feel like I would be really awkward trying to figure out how to navigate and date right now. Like, and I just say, like, worst case scenario, like something happens for and then I was then single. I don't think I would know what to do. Like, I hate to say I don't know, but I don't think I would know, and it would have to be more or less like
they just fall in your lap. They just knock on the door. The FedEx man.
And like, oh, well, you come here often. Well, I guess let's go ahead and do this.
I love it here.
You already know where I live, and okay. But the bar's high, so it would take a lot.
Let's focus. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's no questions in there right now.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
There actually was one. Sorry, there was something about friends who have kids.
Ooh.
Then I got distracted. Do either of you have friends with kids and you want to correct them?
Correct them how?
I'm assuming you mean like they got badass kids and you're like, that's not how I would raise my kids, or like, oh, why aren't you doing that? I actually don't have any friends that have kids. On to you.
Oh.
I know.
Dana has a kid. She's 2.
Oh my God, she does.
Yeah.
I've never met them though.
Oh yeah.
Dana is my great friend.
Yeah.
But we never I've never met her kids. We've only met twice. But like we FaceTime all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never met her kids. So it's not.
You don't have to
like, oh wow,
that's your kid's pinching me. Will they
right.
Stop, please.
What's with your kid?
I have offered guidance to friends who have kids, and I also make sure that I come from a place of like,
Rashad said he's gonna haunt you.
I believe him. He could find a way.
He would. Too.
Yeah, he would find a way. But I think backlog. When my sister was pregnant with my niece, she stayed with me. So I was there through the entire process in the first year of her life. So as far as saying, like, do I have some experience? I do, because it was me and her raising my niece for the first year of life. And so what I'm saying to say is that when I say something, a lot of my friends know, okay, she actually knows what she's talking about because of that experience. And I don't come from a place like, your child's 2 years old, they're not potty trained yet. Like, I don't offer that kind of judgment, but I will offer suggestions, like, if they bring it up. Like, it's so hard trying to potty train, la. And I was like, oh, well, what we did is we did this. And, this was the outcome. But each child is different. And I cap it with that. But each child is different, just in case your child's a little off and don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I don't say a lot, because I think women can get easily offended, or not even easily offended, can feel some type of way if someone else, honestly, who isn't a mother, tries to tell them what to do with their child. And I don't want anyone to feel that I'm in that position. I just, I can just say, this is what we did when we had my niece, and this is what worked. This is what we did when we had my niece, and this is what worked. You can take it or you can leave it. If you're not, you can't still at your house, not at my house. I'm not going to lose no sleep because you can't get your child to do whatever it is. No skin off my back.
Don't y'all start with me. Don't y'all start with me.
It's getting close to 8.
Listen, I just sat back.
Okay. You saw us.
So I can rest my back. I got my pillow back here.
How we started.
I'm sitting. No. Because I'm not about to keep sitting up there. Straight as an
you
arrow.
Want me to bring this close?
I don't care. I'm just gonna sit back here.
All right. Well,
I'm comfortable. It's fine. You need a pillow?
No,
I need lumbar support.
Lumbar.
Listen. I've been running all week. My body, she's actually more tired than usual. If you can believe it. But I'm here. Get your drink. Your drink is far. Okay.
Let me readjust here.
Akida, you are the sweetest and nicest soul. She is.
Aw, thank you.
She's the type of person, like, when you meet people and you're like, wow, I wish I was like that. She's so nice. I'm totally fine with, like, owning that and being fine with that. I'm not.
You're fine with your role.
You are who you are, but I can acknowledge that in other people. Where I'm like, wow, they're one of those people that just lights up a room. That's so lovely. Let me go back to my corner.
Let me go back to my corner. Oh my god!
How do you manage to stay motivated, Akida, to build your own brand while working in HR? Priscilla, you better calm it down now.
Priscilla,
damn it. Sign out, you too. Go on.
I would say what motivates me is that I have reached a lot of goals that I wanted to hit professionally. And now that I've hit those benchmarks, pivoting into doing something for my own brand is very, it's rejuvenating and I just get so much light and love from it. And at the end of the day, and here's another thing that sparked this more or less for me to take it more serious, is that when the pandemic first hit, my job did a pay cut and they cut people's salary and there was nothing that I could do about it. It was just, they just did it. So for them to be able to have that level of control over my money, I was like, oh, hell no, this ain't gonna happen to me again. They did give it back to us, but just the fact that someone can honestly own my livelihood to that capacity, that didn't feel good in my spirit. And and what I do as far as like starting a YouTube channel and
it definitely lit a fire under you.
It did.
We've talked about this
quite some time.
Quite some time.
But
I was never the like, get it together, you lazy sack of shit. I was just like, I will always offer my advice. I am here if you got any questions. But people are gonna do what they want to do.
Yeah.
And that really, I feel like that, like, you were like, oh, okay, I'm actually gonna do this now.
Yeah. Yeah. And seeing it live, like seeing even more or less like you going through or growing the way you have, and you also still like encourage me along the way, like you're like, oh my God, like when we're celebrating your things, it's like you still come back and be like, you can do this too. And I'm like, I can't I? So I think just more or less all of these different forces, other people saying you should start a channel, you should do this and you should do that. And just my husband constantly telling me every single day that I'm not working on my brand. He reminds me daily. I think it's just a matter of, could I do this even if I wasn't getting paid? And the way I feel about it right now, I could. And I'm not getting paid except for just the YouTube monetization, and I still love what I'm doing. Like I'm still going through a lot of the learning curves of like the editing. I still don't mind doing it or staying up late or getting up early to try and work on those different things. So it's a struggle, but I enjoy it.
I'm blocking somebody. Please.
This is Feminique said, come on, support a partner.
What surprised you when you decided to date a younger man? I mean, Josh is like a unicorn. So to me, he's an old man. So it all surprised me. He is more mature than me. He is more responsible than me. I would never even date somebody my age before. Like if I was 25 and you were 25, I'd be like, ew. Like, you're an idiot.
You haven't even peaked yet.
Like, what? What am I gonna do with you, child? So yeah, definitely never dated anybody younger. But he was just what I needed. But yeah, he doesn't act young. Again, if you saw my vlog, our last DC vlog, if you haven't seen our DC vlog, you should watch it. She has one and I have one.
Yeah.
He goes to bed at 9 o'clock every night. And he's just like a little old young man.
Yeah. He really is.
Like he's so responsible. Where he'll be like, we need to do this. And I'm like, like I'm 12.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, I know. You're right.
Yeah.
Fine.
And even how he interacts and gets along with us is not like, I don't think about, like, we all loop him in when we talk about like our age as if he's 30. It's
And
almost like
everyone
you have to, it comes back up like maybe around his birthday. It's like, oh yeah,
literally, and
he
everyone
isn't 30
like
yet.
all of his work friends are like 50 and up,
Mhm.
and like they just recently, like people just don't know, and they'll be
Mhm.
like, he was like, oh yeah, everybody asked about my age today at work. Like we went out to happy hour. I was like, oh, how did it come up? He's like, oh, they were talking about some movie or something. They was like, yeah, you remember that? And then they were like, you remember it, right? And of course he didn't fucking remember because he was probably one. And they were like, oh, how old are you? And he's like, 27. I'm like, what the fuck?
We've been bamboozled.
Because he's, I mean, you would think he's at least 30 something.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a little, he's old young.
Oh, Melly Joy is a good question for you, Janae. Would you ever go back to a traditional 9 to 5? I know we're pivoting here, but
no. 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 But this is, you know, God willing, no.
Mm-hmm.
But this is hard. It's a different kind of hard. But people, when I worked at Target, if you don't follow me, I was a store director at Target. I managed a team of 300 for about 8 years. And that was, if you can work at Target, especially that capacity, you can literally do any job on earth. It was so hard. And I've always been a hard worker, but that was like mentally hard. It was physically hard. There were days I stayed in my store till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, like
Wow.
getting ready for a visit, and would come back at 6 to like walk a visit. I worked 50, 60, 70 hours a week. I worked extremely hard. I made great money, but I earned every fucking penny. And when I think about it, sometimes I'm like, I can't believe just like the physical shit I put my body through and my mental through. Like by the time I was ready to leave, and I did this job and worked at Target for like a year doing both, trying to like make this thing happen. I just didn't sleep. I was anxious all the time. I would be up at 4 a.m. every day. I'd be going to work. I worked every single day because I was also working on my blog or taking pictures, doing YouTube videos. Mm-hmm. It was awful. Yeah. And this is still hard, but I also needed that discipline because I'm so disciplined now. I have a schedule for myself that I stick to. Nobody wakes me up and forces me to do anything. And anytime I work with brands, they're always so happy with how I deliver things and how consistent I am and how on top of things I am and timely I am. So all of that was worth it because I wouldn't be able to be efficient in this role. But I only want to work for myself forever. Yeah. But it is still hard. Like I'm learning so many things. I just incorporated my business and made an LLC and an incorporation. Just hired my first employee, and it's a lot of learning. Like I just got a lawyer. I just got a financial advisor. I just got an accountant. It's a lot. It's a lot of adulting. Yeah. Where I'm just like, somebody else do it. There is nobody else. Yeah. But it's worth it because it's all of this work to build my thing instead of working 70 hours a week to build someone else's thing. Yeah. So, but it's not for everyone. And listen, if I could have done both for 5 more years, I would have. I got to a point where I couldn't be good at my job anymore. And I was one of the best when I worked at Target. And by the end, it was like, I'm struggling, but I'm good at this other thing. So like, I can't be failing here. So I need to go. But if I could have done both for 2 more years, I could have been a millionaire. Yeah. But I probably would have jumped off a cliff.
Yeah. And I feel like I am getting to that place where,
because that's the thing.
I say it to you, like, if this job wasn't in my way, I could be working on this. And there's even now, like my PTO, my paid time off, I don't even use it for like vacations as I traditionally would. I'm like, all right, this is time for me to level set and work on this, or my husband take pictures on this time, or, I'm now using my time off to do blogging and editing videos because I don't have any more time in the workday, or I'm just so drained that I don't have any more time at the end of the day to do anything else for myself. Or energy,
and that's kind of how we gauge things with even Josh's job. I mean, the goal is that he will join this team.
Yeah.
Because it also gets to a point where he's at the point where he works every day, right? He goes to work at 6 a.m. He gets off around 3 or 4. Then he has to come home and take my pictures. And then we take pictures on the weekend, or we have to shoot something, or like, that's not fun for him. Now he's just exhausted all the time. Or it's like, we have to crunch so many things into a Saturday because it's been building up all week. And, you know, we had to do something when he got off work, or he had to do something, or he had to go to a meeting late, or he had to go to a happy hour late. So now we're behind 4 things, and now we got to do them all on Saturday. So it's like, now he doesn't even get a day to rest.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I think my goal, honestly, would be to segue out of corporate, and even at the point to where I still want to help and service people who are still navigating their space through there, but it's not like I'm even looking for the next job. I'm actually looking just to build my own self, and just feel like I need more hours in the day. So I have started taking advantage of, honestly, just being like, all right, I need to take a day off and I'll edit videos that day, or just regroup myself so I can be in a mental space to keep going.
Do you think traditional blogging can still be lucrative for new bloggers? Thanks in advance. Yes, if you have talent and skill. Blogging in general can be lucrative if you get to a certain level. I think it is more lucrative than people can even imagine. Like, even like just sharing like campaigns with my assistant. She's like, holy shit. Like, once you build up to a certain point, but also if you are just good at creating content, even as a small blogger, you can make a great living, because brands can't do that as easily. If you are great at photography, like, lean into what you're great at. If you're great at writing a blog and creating pictures that like you can sell to a brand, or a blog post that you can, or just like even copy that you can sell to a brand to use on their website, those things make a ton of money. Like, I make the most money in a package with a brand, not just posting a picture on Instagram. That's great money too, but I prefer to write a blog post and give you the usage rights to my photo that you can use on the internet, or use in an ad, or wherever you want to use it, and also do a YouTube video. It's a package for me, because I want to work with less people for longer times with more things. Yeah. But it can be extremely lucrative if you work on your skill and hone an actual skill, as opposed to you just want to get paid for posting. That to me is frivolous. Yeah. And eventually I feel like that will go away.
Agreed.
And it's not consistent enough. I don't want to just be posting one brand every other day. Like, oh, here's a new sweater. Okay, here's a couple $1,000 that I got paid, and here's a new sweater. And tomorrow here's some jeans, and then the next day here's another sweater. Okay. I would rather talk about, like, I work with Bobby Brown. I'm working with them for a year. I would rather talk about them every month, because I genuinely like them, as opposed to just randomness.
And I think there's something to having more, like, focusing your attention on evergreen content. So like having a blog or a website, and then also having a YouTube channel, because it's evergreen content that will still continue to work for you without fighting an algorithm like Instagram. Excuse me. True. You're not fighting that algorithm. And now the brands that are reaching out to me are talking about, how can we work with you on your YouTube? And since I'm putting more work and effort on my YouTube channel, I can charge a different rate, a higher rate than I would on Instagram. So,
yeah. That's where I am now in my job. I make great money, but I've had to call out of work because it's so bad.
Yeah. And eventually, both of these people, we're going to have to make a choice. Yeah. We're going to have to make either, if that's outsourcing help. Yeah. Because
that's what some people do. There's people that just want to do both, and they love their jobs. I know bloggers like that. Yeah. So then you hire someone to write copy. You hire somebody to edit your videos. You hire somebody to write your Instagram post. Like, you just outsource that thing because you love your job and you don't want to quit it. Or you figure out how to, and it's also like sitting down and figuring out how much money you actually need. Yeah. Like, I had to do that. It was extremely hard. The first year of just doing this full time, it was hard, because I didn't like managing my money. I made great money at Target. I like just having enough money come in that I can buy whatever I want to buy. And I don't have to be like, oh, let me wait until the next. I don't want to have to look at it. I just want to know, there's enough money there. I can pay my bills and I can buy whatever I want to buy. but I had to see like how much money do I actually need to live?
Mm-hmm.
Because in my mind, I have this huge amount that like blogging needs to cover.
Mm-hmm.
And when I sat down, I was like, my bills are like $2,000 a month. Why did I think I needed $5,000 a month? Oh, because I just like to shop. Okay, bitch, like you need to calm down. You need to sacrifice some things for 6 months if you want to do this thing and leave this job.
Yeah.
Like I actually only have like $1,500 worth of bills.
Mm-hmm.
But in my mind, I was like, okay, if I can just make $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you trying to do? Maybe you don't fly to Paris in the next 6 months. Let's just sit down.
Yeah. And that's a very realistic thing. Like when you said that to me, you were like, how much you need? I'm like, same that I make now. Like, what do you mean how much I need? The same.
Like you can't pursue a dream and be comfortable. I just had this conversation with Evan, my good friend.
Yeah.
He was talking about his dream. You know, I'm sitting there listening, like, okay. And these things he wants to do, but he's like, basically it has to align with all of these target things.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, so you want to go after your dream like these other people, but you want to be as comfortable as possible.
Yes.
And he was like, yeah, I guess. I was like, that you sound insane.
Yeah.
I was like, so the people that want to do what you're doing and are struggling and scraping by, you want to have more than enough money that you can keep living the same lifestyle and also go after your dream. Mm-hmm. That's not how it works. Mm-hmm. He was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's okay to be like, you have to be okay with being that uncomfortable. Excuse me, but also being mindful of, of course, if you have other dependents that depend on you to do it. But the more that I am diving into this more now, and I haven't even pitched myself, and brands are reaching out to me, true brands that I actually either use their product now or am interested in because I've heard of their services before. Excuse me.
You better not be bringing the Rona in here.
No, it's just like dry. Like
drink some alcohol.
Warm. Just burn it all up.
1 second. Yes, Shayla, I curse a lot.
We both do, but I feel like I don't.
I get my point across better with a curse word.
I don't do it as much on video.
Like
I don't know why. Yeah, spicy.
You got your HR hat on.
Yeah, I didn't take the thing off.
I never had an HR hat.
But I was talking about something I forgot.
I don't know. I was trying to save your life. So
thank you for saving me. You're a good friend. Which is the topic of today's live. It's good. Someone check Akida. I'm okay, I promise. But I think ultimately,
What do we tell Josh to bring some water? I think he might die.
Does he have some warm
Not
water?
on my watch. Some wet water?
Warm water. Like, can I have something warm?
Let me call concierge.
But yeah, it's not comfortable. And I am now getting to the point to where I'm tired of having it's not even, Rashad's like, he's on the way.
Child.
He
don't
take care of me no matter what, okay? But I will say that it's not easy doing both. So don't even act like, I can do this and that, or I'll wake up early because you still have to maintain a certain amount of sleep. You can't function off of doing all-nighters and then still giving your job what it needs. And I think it took the focus of saying all right, well, the next 6 months, I'm going to take all my paychecks and I'm going to put them towards my bills. When I get that next, or my debt, when I get my next bonus check, I'm going to put that on my bill, on my debts and pay those down, or put in the savings to where I can say, all right, now I'm at a position where at least I won't be put out of my house, but I can still now have the time to pursue what I want to do, because I feel like the obstacle I'm having is I don't have enough time with my job being as equally demanding as this takes. And
if you're interested in leaving a job to do this, I will love us.
She's a blog post.
She will link it below.
I will link it below.
But it was basically the first month after leaving my job, which was a mind fuck.
Yeah.
Because
that was a really good transparent.
It was very transparent. People were like, I didn't think you would just share all of that.
Yeah.
But I needed to, because other people sharing is what helped me get there. Mm-hmm. So I felt like I needed to do my part.
Yeah. And it's never going to be comfortable or easy. I am still, even but saying that,
HiLoLux.com.
HiLoLux.com is where you'll find it.
But I think it's my first month as an entrepreneur or something like that. Mm-hmm. But it was
that Josh, he's back again, saving the day.
Thank you, honey.
Thank you so much. Trying to pump me with alcohol, but no water to hydrate me.
I am so sorry. What's the most lucrative deal you ladies had? I don't know.
Was it your drop?
No.
No. God, no. Not building a whole line.
Not that wasn't great, but I don't know. I honestly don't know. The last probably thing I can think of, maybe this will be helpful, so I'll be as transparent as possible. But the last thing I can think of that was a good amount was probably a 3-month thing with a brand, and it was multiple pieces of content for $30,000.
Wow. But I think what is helpful, whether you work a 9 to 5 or not, I think I have been saying to other people is that getting comfortable with talking about finances, and it's such a what's that, faux pas or something of that. It's such a taboo, I guess, to talk about finances. But with my friends, which I love like sisters, I do share transparently as far as like what I make, or even more or less like what I spend on something, and not just because it's just to be even bragging, but there may be,
it helps you negotiate.
It helps you know where you need to stand. If someone's like, hey, I am up for this, I'm going on an interview, what should I ask for a salary? I'm like, oh, this is exactly what you need to ask. But if no one wants to talk about money, we don't know where there may be a disparity, or how you can go in confident asking for what you need, or if you're just too left field.
It's the same thing in this world. Like me and Monroe talk about prices all the time. Me and Dana talk about prices, like especially if there's a brand that I want to work with, or they've reached out and I know they work with them, or they know I work with them. They're asking for this. They want a YouTube video on a such and such. You worked with them before, but like what's it looking like? And we also are fair. Like, okay, well, you have more YouTube subscribers, or you have more views on your blog post. So it makes sense that they pay me a little less for that. But like what was it around? Okay, it was this. Cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Because that's how we help each other out. And that's also how we don't get shafted in the future.
Exactly.
Don't come back to me with some bullshit when I know you can pay this much.
Exactly. And it even is starting to become more of a conversation, even in the corporate space, where people are sharing, peers are sharing what they make, because there's been gaps based off levels of being discriminated against, and having those conversations is what's going to open up the door to close those gaps.
Yeah.
I think what last month was Women's Equal Pay Day, and there was a day dedicated to that, but it still is a gap from white men to any other race woman in the United States as far as what we get paid. And so having those conversations is more than imperative. And I even shared, like, when we even refinanced our house, it was like, girl, the interest rates are low. You better refinance. So I'm sharing with my friends, like, refinance your house right now if you're not looking to move, because the interest rates are amazing. So I think even openly sharing with those that you trust, as far as you don't have to share everything, but you're going to want to look out for those that you love and care about.
Yes, knowing your worth is very important. Important to talk about finances. Have you ever turned down a brand even though the offer was good? Yes, lots of times. Anytime, and I wish more people talked about this and knew this, because I feel like content creators, influencers, whatever you want to call yourself, get such a bad rap. But the ones that are doing it right turn down more than they accept.
Yeah.
Anytime something feels like it's not natural, it doesn't organically work into my content, I don't already use it, I'm not excited to try it because it's something new. Anything that I have to, if I feel like I have to finesse it, if I have to finagle it, if I have to, like, how can I work this in? I can't do it. Because I am, especially for me, I can't fake the funk. It's a blessing and a curse. Yeah. It's all over my face. I wouldn't dare show up on YouTube and try to share something, sell something, and I don't actually like it. And you would say, it'd be all over my face.
Mm-hmm.
Like even the thought of doing it. Like I remember signing on to something that I thought I might like. And once they sent me the product, I was like, like literally, like it was like the day of me, like, I'm filming on Tuesday. And I was just like looking at the product, like, I
can't do
but
it.
I can't. And it wasn't that it was a bad product. It was just that I would never actually use it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I literally text my manager. I was like, I can't do this. Like, you have to tell them I can't do this. Like, we just cancel that.
Yeah.
And it's a brand that I still work with, but that specific thing, they sent it to me and I was like, yeah, I like that brand. It should be cool. And when I got it, I was like, this is, I would never wear this. I can't see a day where I'd be like, you know what, let me put that such and such on.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see it. And I can't fake the funk.
Yeah.
So yes, I turn down brands all the time.
Yeah.
Because it's too hard. It's and it's like once you lose trust, that's all you got in this job.
Mm-hmm. And I agree with that. I think I think also too a fallback is that I do have a very good job is that if I just don't like it, or if I don't like what they're offering, I'll just turn it down because I'm like, oh, I get a paycheck anyway. And I need to stop banking off of that cushion but it really is to go to, if I don't like it for real,
that has to be the thought.
I don't want to share that. I don't
always in this role, you have to have, because even if you leave your job, you have to have enough money banked that you can still be in that comfortable position.
Yeah.
Because you can just smell the desperation or just the like, you know, sometimes, okay, maybe you sell them detergent. Okay. We all need detergent. But if you're like selling me this thing and it's just like, what the fuck is that?
Right.
Like, why is Akida talking about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't want that for you.
No. And I think that's what has helped me continue to keep my genuineness when it comes down to things that I do speak about, like on Instagram. If you're not following me there, Akida Mann. But the things that I share in my stories, like stuff I buy from Target, like I genuinely have spent my money on it and support it. And if I work with a brand, it's not because of the money that they pay me. It's really just about, it could be the money they pay me. And as well, I actually support this product, but it won't be because I'm not doing anything just because of the money. So I'm still going to get a check.
And most influencers have a lot of control over their destiny and the brands they work with. Like with my manager, like we have a strategy where I want to work with less people and make it more impactful. So if you look at my Instagram, I barely have sponsored posts, but if I do, it's usually the same people over and over again. But I don't want to post every other day about a different brand. Yeah. I want to post over and over again about the brands that I like because we're reaching out to people strategically that I already use, I'm already passionate about. Or when people reach out, I try something and I'm like, oh, this is great. Sometimes people send me stuff and I'm like, this doesn't make sense. The thing we just talked about the other day. And I was like, yeah, they sent me that. And I was just like, I don't see it. I don't see it working for me.
Yeah.
The honesty is.
And the unfortunate
I can go all day about this topic. We'll have to make it another video. Right. I'm very passionate about it.
Right. We'll have to do another video. Let's write that down a mental note. Noted.
Okay, let's get back to the topic first. Girl, product junkie. She be saying what I'm gonna say before I say it. Let's get back to the topic before Jay is out. I was about to say that. Let me, there's no questions in here, so let me get back to the questions. Do you outgrow friendships? Absolutely.
Yes, because I think that's the thing. Everybody is not here to be here forever. Yeah. So it's recognizing who's here for that time. Like, you know what? You were my childhood friends. We went through X, Y, and Z, but we are now no longer serving each other. I'm not my best self around you. Mm-hmm. You're not bringing out the best of me. We have served our purpose in each other's lives.
Like if people approached every relationship they have, like just think about your current circle of people you spend the most time with. If you thought to yourself, do I genuinely have the best time with them? Mm-hmm. Not an okay time. The best time. Do I leave that night? Because I've had a friend like that before, where every time I hung out with them, I would leave and be like, it was another night with such and such. Like, oh, fuck, it was exhausting. Or like, oh, tonight was better than normal. Like, what? If it's not so fun, amazing, I can't wait to do it again. Even if I can't do it super soon, but I can't wait to do it again. If it's not something that brings out the best of me because we have great combos or we have the most fun because we go out and we go dance and such, life is just too short. If I don't have the most fun, the most compelling conversations, if we don't dig deep into something, if we don't talk about business and it motivates me so much, something in my life that it is adding value, there is no point. I just don't have space. I can't. And I feel like everyone should think about their relationships like that. If you if you go through all the relationship you have in your immediate circle, if they're not doing that for you, if they're not fulfilling some part of you and they're just draining you, then you have nothing left for yourself. I would take a look at that. Yeah. And some of these things you will honestly start to drift apart very subtly. So as much as I love to communicate, it's not always that everything has to have a grand finale. Like, all right, season is over. Please exit stage left. You know, all relationships truly don't have to happen like that. It just may honestly be just a slow drift. And that's okay. That's a very natural, slow, doesn't have to be any love loss. And when we get back together, you can still wish them well. You can still want the best things, but they don't have to be in your main circle anymore. It'll just slowly. Somebody said, I learned this with my college friends. Yeah, there's so many people that I'm still Facebook friends with. I see them. I wish them well. I'm like, yes, get it. Oh, you're killing me. But I cannot fathom being actually them sitting right here and us like, it doesn't even make sense. But I can still wish them well. Like, oh my God, kill it, girl. Yes, you're getting it. Yeah. But that's enough. That's enough. Oh, thank you. Your content doesn't feel forced. Like, it doesn't feel offensive to see the sponsorship. I'm so glad because I think very hard about it. Yeah. And unfortunately for the consumer, even being your friend, it is expensive when you share this grace. But you really do share stuff that I actually buy. Like, you were like, get the Bobbi Boss, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, Bobbi Brown. You're like, Bobbi, blah, blah, blah. And I literally went. And I was like, this is the best thing ever. Like, well, I gave you one at first. And no, I bought it. No, you did buy the face first. Yeah. I'm telling y'all. I bought it with my money. I was influenced. No, I did try it. I tried it. You were at my house. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. I tried it. I was like, you have to try it. You were not lying. This is a real, support it 1,000%. It took me a while to figure it out, but anyone that does not add to my life, bye. Ain't nobody got time to be gossiping your goddamn 30s. Put that on a t-shirt. It needs to be on one, like put on a planner or something, but you're right. Like, especially when you just like look around like, what the fuck are we even talking about? Like, what? Girl, I'm tired. I'm going to sleep on your ass. Good night. Exactly. Somebody, we have to be growing and helping something in this stage of life because we can regroup and talk about gossip and stuff when we're like 80 years old. All right. We'll do that in. We're on the way out at anybody else. I got too much shit to do. We got too many goals to accomplish. We got or recognizing that certain friends are for you. You can't talk to your party friends about business. Have friends for things. There's some friends that are like the best people to go out with. You're going to have the best time. But then you're going to be let down if you expect them to be the ones that you want to talk about your business plan with. Right. And you don't know why they can't give you feedback on it. Right. Why can't you give me feedback? Because we're partying, girl. Where do you want to go next? I love this. What about a finances and FICO good girlfriend chat? I love this. Oh, we did talk about this. We've talked about it in kind of all of the good girlfriend chats, but we should do. Not that we're any experts, but it is at the forefront. I feel like of both of our thoughts. One, because you are trying to transition into possibly something else, so it has to be for you to plan certain things. Yes, and I'm trying to grow a business. Yeah, and the goal is that Josh joins his business. I have an employee now. Child taxes, about to whip my ass. Yeah. And I'm trying to build an empire. Yeah. We're both trying to build an empire. Seriously. And that means looking at finances in a very uncomfortable way. Yeah. And like every time my financial advisor calls, I yesterday I just didn't even answer the phone because it's so much adulting. Yeah, I'm just like I can't even go there today.
Right,
and he like leaves a message, and I'm like, okay, let me just take it in because he wants to know a lot of things, and I don't want to give the answers right now.
But I think also too, the good thing is these conversations. If you had shared with me your experience, I wouldn't know what to expect, or I think there's so many things that we still are unlearning, or just being more aware. There's more light shined on it. Like you would see your counterparts or peers who may be of different races, who just have more things set up for them. And you're just like, well, who sets these up for you? Like in the Black community,
it's a lot.
Oftentimes they're doing it.
You're doing it.
So we're learning these things now, but I love that you're transparent enough to say, like, it was so much I couldn't answer the phone. So I'm saying, like, these are good conversations that people can openly have with your friends, so that way you're leveling up together.
Yeah, you're being I think that should definitely be a topic, and of course we'll take questions, because it's also so much. It's so intimidating, and just like everything, especially in my niche, my goal is to make everything accessible and to feel attainable. And even someone managing your money, or having someone that can guide you through managing your money, to me seems like something only rich people have. And like, I'm not rich. I have a decent amount of money, but I'm not rich. And it's still important for me to also not be like looking up in 20 years and be broke because I bought all the bags. So that's what this person is for. But the more I talk about it, the first meeting, I felt like a 10-year-old. I was literally like, I told her we met with a lawyer, and I was trying to get incorporated and get an LLC, and I was just like, huh? Like, this man was writing on the board, and he was like, okay, we're gonna make this business, and then this incorporation, and then these will go to this, and this is how you'll pay your employee. And I was just like, you're talking to me like I should know this, right? But I don't. Am I dumb? Right? Are you smart? And he's like, and I'm like, I think.
And then sure if I know.
So is this trigonometry?
Right. But then even with down to like, and again, we can go into a tangent on this, but even down to like taxes and things that you're writing off, is from that level. Like there was so many things. It was like the office that I've been living in for a year, that's also been my house, that I can like the square footage I can write off, like didn't know that. So there's so many different things that we are still learning as we're going, that it's going to set us up eventually for the rest of our lives, so that we can be at the same level as others of different races, and just live a whole abundant life. That's what we both want. And then,
so I'm trying to bring everybody with me.
Yeah, I love it. I love anything that I know. I share with you.
Her job.
Period.
On, get you a little condo up here.
Come on.
At a beach. You just. She'll have some job in the business. It's not really a job. We're gonna give her.
Yep, we'll give it to her. But even with Rashad retiring,
yeah.
He's gonna be retiring soon. I don't want him to, and I've shared this before.
Great.
I do not want him to go back to work. Like, I don't want him to be mandated because we have to live for him to go back to work. Like, I want him to be able to say, I want to work in this business. He could do the operations. He can do the finances. I don't have to look at it, or whatever it is. But, I think after he retired from one job, I want to be able to say, babe, take the year off and do whatever it is that you want to do. 2 years. Hell, come over here and finish taking my pictures so that we can this is how you make your income. So it's building these empires here for these generations to come.
Suburb Walk, the person that mentioned finances, make sure you follow us on Instagram. Because I'm sure we'll forget this.
We need you to remind us.
So when we put up the next week and we say, hey, what topics? I need you to put in there this. And we greatly appreciate it. Ordered the Free People sunglasses. Yeah, you got the Free People sunglasses too. Well, we went to Free People together. That was in the DC vlog if you missed it.
But I got a different pair.
But I think they're sold out now. They're only the black pair. Literally, I think 600 people bought them yesterday. So I think they're sold out. Yes, adulting can be very draining. Yes. Especially when you're not used to, like, you're not an expert at that thing. I love doing things that I'm good at, but I've never been good with money. And it stresses me out. If it's a lot, I feel like someone's gonna steal it. If it's a little, I feel like I'm gonna be poor. It just makes me so literally. I check my account every day, and I feel like somebody's gonna steal my money, or if I have to do a transfer, I'm like, oh, it's in the sky. Where the fuck is it? You don't have it. It's not here.
Right. What cloud is it?
They're like, it takes a minute. How long? Yes. The next is shampoo. You tried that too. Listen,
my hair is thriving
from
that shampoo and conditioner
and the deep conditioner.
That
mask.
Yeah, that mask is.
I be trying to
that's it. That's the it.
That's the it. If I don't use nothing else, I got like 20 of those.
Right. When the pandemic hit, I was like, "Do you put it in your stores?" I was like, "Shit! Now I gotta go to fly to Target and get these before the girls all get it." I couldn't risk it.
Man, I appreciate your honesty and openness. You're saying some of the things many of us think. Thank you. I try.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what girlfriends.
Chief Lux Officer. Yes, that's what is Mama Lux will be.
Is she in the live today?
No. Rachel put that.
We didn't put that in for her immediately.
Akida, tell me something because I didn't know you could write that off for taxes. You need to get a tax consultant because even mine was like, child, I had to give him everything. He was like, how many rooms do you use?
Mm-hmm.
He was asking for so many things. I was just like, sir, why?
Right.
I wasn't prepared today.
Right. Yeah, there's a certain square footage that you can write off of your home that you use as your home office. So I learned it like I'm just sharing it as I learn different things, just as far as like clothes that I wear, gas mileage to go to.
Mr. Mann said it's expensive being your sugar daddy. You signed up for it, sir.
You signed up for it. It was in our vows. So
that's on period.
Seriously, we really did say it in our vows.
Oh my God, which Nexus products? I'm gonna have to go get it.
You go get it now because they need to screenshot it so they can get it because
it's that good.
And I'm
not even working with them anymore, but I still use it.
I am completely natural, like 100% natural, and I use the deep conditioner pack. It's like the little pack. I use that every time I switch protective styles. So every 6 to 8 weeks, I deep condition with this, and my hair just
look at these bottles.
I love it. I love it. Okay. Go ahead. Throw the plug in for us.
Okay. It's the Carafix Damage Healing. And even if you don't have damage to your hair, I feel like this is good for black hair.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I have relaxed hair, so to me that's damaged. Mm-hmm. But if you have color treated hair, it looks like this. I have the big ones. They come smaller. But I bought the big ones because
I hold this one up.
Went a panoramic. And then this is the major key. This is a little mask. It comes separately. You can't even buy it in a bottle, unfortunately. So I have like 20 of them. But it's amazing. I use it every time I wash my hair. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like if you don't get anything else, I would get that.
Yeah.
Because I only use the shampoo and conditioner like once a month. And I switch between a moisturizing shampoo and conditioner. Mm-hmm. But I use this, I deep conditioner every time I wash my hair with this. Okay. It's at Target. Okay.
And because that's more protein based, so I use that one every 6 to 8 weeks when I have protective style. So now that I'm in between, I was able to completely coat my hair with it and I love it.
Mala, yes, I bought the Coach Pillow Tabby bag today.
Did you?
I did.
Which color?
The cream. Because I have some cream shoes. If you saw my last video, I held up some shoes and I was like, I need a cream bag. And I said, you know what? I'm tired of this.
That's heavy bag.
But I still didn't buy it until today, literally today. Because I was shopping and Stephanie was helping me find some things that we could share. And I was like, you know what? My card's right here.
I put it in my cart once. I took it back out. I put it in.
It's been up on my screen.
Then I put the pink one and then I took the pink one out. And then I put it back in. I was like...
I'll probably get two. I'll probably get another.
I really was
but I needed the cream. I didn't have a cream bag.
Yeah.
I don't have a cream bag. I sold my saddle bag, and so I didn't have one. So I was just like, it's just too pricey. It's meant to be.
That bag is so bomb.
And I tried it on. It is the quality is amazing. When we went to DC, when we were leaving, we went to a Coach, and I was like, oh, let me just stop in here real quick. But we were rushing, and I just like put it on my arm. I was like, okay, thanks.
Say less.
But sold. It's amazing.
I'm sold. So
I should have it next week. And of course I will share it. I'm very excited.
Yeah. I'm still with like pinker cream.
Akida, your husband is funny. Yes, he is.
He is. He is very funny. When we even fight about who's the funniest, I still think I'm the
It's
funniest.
Akida holding it like a brand post.
I was smiling like just in case y'all screenshot it. Because sometimes y'all be screenshotting us and posting it, and I don't want my eye to be doing no what's that man's name? Forrest Whitaker on y'all. I need y'all to get the best. I will freeze as I need to, so y'all get the right picture.
What bag are we buying? Okay, it is the Coach Pillow Tabby.
Yes.
Hold on, I'm gonna hold up a picture,
and then I will even link it below. Remind us if I don't, so that way y'all can get that. I'm gonna show you.
It comes in beautiful colors, and green. I wanted one of the colors, but I just bought a green bag, and I just bought an orange bag.
Oh, because you want the green Coach bag.
I bought the green Chanel bag.
Not Coach. It's a couple of drinks of these. Okay. The Chanel bag, I know. But they have this beautiful emerald green. Here it is. Oh,
okay. We'll get another color. Okay, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, look at that! Oh my God, the outfits.
Look at this bag. Oh, isn't it? And everything. Look at me up close,
like you don't know what it is. It is just as lush as it looks. Like it is soft and squishy. It feels like
a cloud.
Because I've touched so many.
Every time I touch a cloud, it feels like this.
Oh, the lady at Coach told you a mini version is coming out, because the other thing I was holding out on is, yes, I need a cream bag, but I also need a tan bag. And someone that works at Coach told me it might come out in other colors. Ooh. But I'll just buy another one. I couldn't wait anymore.
I would be okay with buying a mini in tan of that. But I still need, like, the size is still good.
It fits so much. And I had on my luxury wish list, I have a video on the channel. I wanted the Fendi baguette. And this is like a cheaper version of that. It's literally like the same thing.
Don't even twist my arm. It's sold already. It's sold in my head.
Well, wait till I put a link up.
Okay.
It's called
Melly.
She'll link it. You got a lot of links. You're not gonna remember these.
I remember he's good.
It's called the Coach Pillow Tabby. Tabby. But if you want to be super supportive, you can wait until she puts a link up and shop below.
Melly Joy said, "Do you feel influenced to buy the most latest bags?"
Me? No. I buy what I like. And usually what I buy, you'll see either not a lot of people have it or it's very late. Because I also like to wait until the buzz fades to make sure I like something. Because of that. Like sometimes just when you see something a lot, you just feel like you're gravitating towards it. So I like to wait until something is not popular anymore and then make sure. Like, but then sometimes some things you see, as soon as you see it, you're like, I love it. The Prada boots I bought, the first time I saw those, I was like, I need those. And even now, I don't care if no one wears them again. I will wear them forever. And I have. And people are like, why do you keep wearing those boots? And I'm like, you can go to hell. I love them.
I buy what I like, or I ask someone else to buy what I like for like special, like it was my birthday or Christmas or something like that. But I also too feel like I honestly am just getting to the point to where I'm allowing myself to be comfortable and okay with spending this type of money for objects like this. And it was an adjustment for me. Not that I didn't have the money. It did take almost like it's
a mental shift.
A mind. Yeah. Like I had to be like unmindfucked. Like I can do this.
I bought Coach loafers 3 times and returned them 3 times. When I first got my first bonus at Target. I was like, oh, I have like money. I can go buy something.
Yeah.
I bought them, walked around my house and was like, Josh, I can't leave the house in these. Like, what the fuck? And then we returned them. Then I bought them again. He was like, why are you buying them again?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to do it this time.
Yeah.
And I took them home and I was like, oh my God. Just walking around the house. And I was like, I can't do it. And then the 3rd time. And he was like, can we please not do this?
Yeah.
And I was like, this is the time. I left out the house with them though.
Yeah.
And then the seal was broken.
That was it. And I think too, it's the cost per wear. Like if I know like, hey, I need a cream bag, let me go ahead and get a good quality cream bag that I'm going to utilize, because I spend the same amount of money in Target. Like if I could spend the same money in Target, I have the money. It just is wrapping my brain around buying it for what, but
the first couple purchases, I felt like I was gonna vomit, like literally like sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
Like even when I first bought my first bag on Fashion File, I literally thought I was gonna throw up. And it's just like, and then my first time in Chanel, oh God. And then my car got declined because they were like fraud. And I was like, just kill me. Just kill me. Take me down. Jesus.
They're like, we've never been here before.
They're like, oh yeah. They're like, ma'am, get your broke ass out of here. I'm like, I swear, I have the money. I don't know what's going on.
It's in there, I promise.
Super embarrassing.
Yeah.
That happened to me like 3 times in Chanel.
Wow.
Yeah.
See,
it's fucking awful.
The day Navy Federal lets that happen to me,
Navy Federal is the best, but it happened 2 times ago. It's Wells Fargo. They're like, ma'am, you can't spend that much money. I'm like, but I have it.
It can't.
Yeah, but you can't spend it.
I would lose it. Yeah.
It's super embarrassing.
But it's about a balance. Do what works for your finances, but I am never compelled to do anything
waiting on Target Day
based on a trend or because other influencers are doing it. No, because if I don't like it, I don't like it. Yeah, not gonna happen. And then also to some items that aren't as relevant to me, if I can find a good dupe, I'm okay with getting the dupe. And you can find good dupes at Target, Zara, Aldo.
Yeah.
There's so many good dupes if there's something that
Tiffany, Wells Fargo is the worst. She said, notify your bank. That seems legit, right? But with Wells Fargo, they gave me a limit. Okay, we're going to be transparent again. Mm-hmm. They gave me a $2,000 limit for a year. That's all you can spend in a day. There's nothing in Chanel that's $2,000. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I didn't know that. That wasn't anywhere. So yeah, once my card got declined, I called and they were like, oh yeah, you can only spend $2,000 a day. And I was like, oh, well, I need to spend more. Like, mm-hmm. I'm in the store. Like, can you take my social? Can I give you something? Like, I'm trying to buy something right now. And they're like, oh no, like, you can go into a location and get some cash, or you can just use another card. I was like, but all my money's in this card. Yeah. What do you mean? There's no other card. They're like, yeah, after a year you can raise it. And I was like, what? This is not a credit card. This is a debit. What?
Right. My money's in here. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I would like to buy something. They're like, they were literally like, can you just use another card? I was like, no,
this is where I bank with, where I put my money.
Luckily,
I want to take
it. Josh had the funds.
Yeah,
he bought it, but so then I closed it. Well, I didn't close it, but I moved most of my money. But Navy Federal, they do have that where you can just call and be like, hey, I want to spend this much today, and they just increase it. But Wells Fargo, they can go to hell.
I love Navy Federal,
and that's what she told me, and I was like, all right.
It's like come.
My brother Rashad is in the Navy, so I would like a bank account, please.
ASAP. Yes, I love Navy Federal.
But I couldn't believe it. I was like, you telling me I can't spend the money I put in this bank account because of what? Because you're new to giving you all my damn money.
Even when you were saying it, I was like, what are you?
And mind you, I'm having this conversation in Chanel. The lady is looking at me like, get your broke ass out of here so I can help the next person because it's COVID, bitch, and it's a line outside. And I'm just like, I promise it's
fine.
Just give me a minute.
Money's there. Give me a minute. I can tell you. Then you feel like you have to overcompensate by telling them like, no, I have
you know money. What? Add some shoes, damn it. Because I got money. It was really awful.
The money is there. Okay, don't get it twisted. Other people have Brianna says she has Navy Federal. Navy Federal is that girl. Yes. Becca said this just happened to me today with Chase. I spent my $3,000 limit for the day and got declined at Walmart. I was mad.
Oh yes, Wells Fargo
money and I needed that.
Wells Fargo will decline you at anything. Like
I could not.
Even when I first got the bank account, they would decline me just because they didn't know what my spending patterns were. So it would be $400 and they'd be like, oh no, like I would have to call every time and be like, why is this declined? Because I still get like my YouTube money goes there. So I'll try to buy something. I'll be like, we declined you. We don't know what you're doing. Like I'm spending my fucking money. Like
Wells Fargo.
I hate you.
Whoever came with that idea.
You can go to hell. straight there. Have you ever been looked at funny or made uncomfortable shopping at high-end stores? Yeah, I also think you're hyper aware when you first start shopping at them. Because now I don't care. If somebody gives me bad service, I ask for somebody else. You ain't gonna get my commission, bitch.
I have not had that experience. I've still just
you gonna treat me like a queen. But I'm also very big on customer service.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I worked in customer service.
Yeah.
So like if I walk in the store and I don't get greeted, I don't want to buy it.
Yeah.
I'll buy it online. Just show it to me. Let me try it on. Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah. And I think even with saying that, as far as like the level of
2021, that needs to be your
it really does. But I would say as far as the expectation of no matter where you spend your money, customer service it's always at the forefront of my mind, or the way that I'm being treated is at the forefront of my mind, or lack of how I'm treated is at the forefront of my mind. So no matter what you spend your money, if it's a car,
Navy Federal would never.
They would never.
I listen, since I've been with Navy Federal,
no problems.
I call, hey, for the next 72 hours, I need this much money. You got it. Okay, great. It's my money. I need it now.
It's already
I'm going to DC tomorrow. I want a job.
It's done before you hang up the phone.
I gotta buy a fence. I need my money now.
Don't even ask.
It's done.
Don't say
it's
less.
done. It's done.
They literally, their motto is say less.
Say less. Give us the info. What's your password?
They're good.
Spend it, girl. Spend it. It's yours.
Yeah. I need to find out if there's like an affiliate link or something with Navy Federal, because I need everyone to be with Navy Federal. They're amazing. Yeah, but luxury or not, customer service I'm not going to compromise on, because if I go to get my nails done, your customer service sucks, I'm out. I don't even take my toes out of this water and get me out of here. Get me out of here. Take my toes out this water. Drain this water and get me out of here. Jay White, yes. Jay White says, same way about customer service. Working at Nordstrom has ruined me. LOL.
I used to work at Nordstrom too.
What happened to you at Nordstrom, Jay White?
They take back anything. It's awful because we work on commission. When we worked on commission there.
Oh.
And people would just bring back old crusty ass shit and be like, I want to return it. These jeans don't work anymore. I'm like, because you wore them to hell. Like what? These jeans stretched out. Have you had them for 5 years? Yes, they stretched out after 5 years.
Done with these jeans. Amanda said, if we walk out the nails. Oh, hey, Amanda! Amanda is tuned in from Hawaii right now. I just love her. We walked out of the nail salon once for customer service. Know you? Yes. Huh?
I feel like I know her.
Amanda. I may have talked to her on the phone while you were around.
Oh.
Yeah. That's my girl.
Hey, Amanda, girl.
I'm
gonna wait for your affiliate link for that.
Listen to me. You think I'm not playing? I will find you guys one, because I need y'all to all sign up.
I mean, it really
the best.
Because I switched a lot of banks.
You need a credit card. $20,000 automatic.
And every time I go there, the customer service is immaculate, and they're always like, "Here you go. Oh yeah, you need anything? You want to talk about something?
They're offering you stuff you didn't even know existed. Like when I set up my business bank account with them, with my LLC, it was such a seamless process. And again, listen, we'll talk about all kinds of things on this channel. Girlfriends, we'll talk about your relationship, we'll talk about your money. We will get you right. This is
sorry.
My God.
Yes, credit unions are better.
We may have maybe slow down on the alcohol before we disclose too much information.
Oh, you saw it up there.
Yeah. And our location is. So let's just bring it back. Brianna said, yes, Navy Federal home with the high credit limits. Listen to me. They would. Your credit score going to be 500. You'll walk out of there with a $50,000 credit card.
Is that good?
I mean, listen, if you need the money, they got you covered.
It's my money.
It's my money. I want it. We're stimulating the economy here. Sharon said Navy Federal is a credit union. Yes, credit unions are better. They are.
I've always had a credit union until I tried to switch to Navy Wells Fargo. Ratchet ass.
This is Fanique. Y'all can convert me to Navy Federal because it is good. We're not lying to you. Yes. Okay, for real, y'all. I'm gonna find a link and have y'all sign up because I think you get like money into your account when you sign up. Don't you worry. You give me 12 hours and I got you covered. Just went back into lockdown. This is from Belinda. Just went back into lockdown in Toronto. What are must-have trends for summer 2021 for both of you, given limited outfits? Another lockdown. We're just opening it all back up. Why are y'all locking back down?
Because people trying to be safe. America.
I mean, not saying that I don't agree with it, but I didn't know that people
Every
were
country
locking
is
back
locked
down.
But
America?
Yes.
I'm like, they were just like opening back up. I saw Lysol. I bought 6 cans of Lysol today. Listen, you guys, the world in America is opening back up. Not that I think that we should or should not be opening back up, but go ahead and still stock up on your Lysol, your wipes. I got a lot of them at Target today. So just because the world opened back up doesn't mean the virus is gone. Now, I do want to visit Canada one day, but every time I try to visit, y'all lock back down.
I love Montreal.
I've never been.
It is beautiful.
I was going March of last year. They locked us down. They locked it down. They're like, no one comes in this place. So, oh my gosh.
It was cold as hell though.
I really, really want to go. And I want to go this year, hopefully. Not no more. It's hard to get in Navy Federal now. Good luck. But if I refer you,
I just opened one.
Yeah, I'll refer you. You're good, right? You're a good person, so I'll refer you.
Yeah, I don't know.
New strain is on the move of COVID. Oh, I need to start watching the news more often. What the world? They need Akida's influence representing federal. Yes. Because the virus is spreading quickly. I'm from Toronto.
Atlanta ain't ever shut down. Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Poor Virginia.
I really want to go to Montreal. Montreal is beautiful. Toronto's in the lockdown. Is in its 4th lockdown. Atlanta, nope. Toronto is great too.
Yeah, yes, Montreal was like going to Paris.
Refer me, please. Oh, I got you, this Fanique. What'd you say?
I said Montreal was like going to Paris.
Really?
Like that's how it looks.
Ooh.
It's really historical and really crazy.
I cannot.
And a lot of people speak French.
I cannot wait. Hook us up, Akida. Listen to me. When this live is over, if you think I'm joking, I'm gonna find one. I will find. Y'all need to sign up for this, and I'm telling you, because the last thing I knew, this is the last thing it was before I was being an influencer, is that if I refer you, you get $25. I mean, who doesn't want $25 to just sign up for the best bank account ever? So I got you. You cannot. Can you join if you are not in the branch of services? You have to be referred to Navy Federal. You can't just walk up to them and say, "I want to be a Navy Federal account." You cannot do that. You have to be referred or have an affiliate. Like you have to be a military affiliate.
Well, this took a turn.
We gonna hook the girls up. The girlfriend. Okay, back to the girlfriends.
Any questions?
Any girlfriends about your relationships with your girlfriends? We were all the way open in Atlanta, have 3 events. They'll just Tiffany said she got 3 places to go.
Tiffany, you need to join us now.
Zoe said you have to be a roommate, sibling, or be in the service. Just tried today with my boyfriend.
Oh yeah, well we had a family member that already had an account, so I think that works too.
Yeah,
because you have to have like a number.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Texas will never lock down.
Akida's gonna be the new face of Navy.
Watch me. You hear me? I'm gonna be my navy blue with my gold emblem, and I will be supporting them.
Y'all better support.
Maybe to pitch to them. If I get enough of you guys to sign up with my link, I'm going to pitch to them. I promise you I will. Then maybe that'll be enough to quit my job.
Texas will never lock down.
So in Texas, just got my second shot today. They're trying to kill us in Texas.
That's not funny.
It's not.
But it is.
Oh my gosh, this is better than reality TV.
Did you ladies get the vaccine yet? No.
I did not.
But have
we haven't even talked about this.
We haven't. Have you been offered the vaccine?
Yeah, I just don't want it.
Oh, you have? How do I get it?
Well, I don't think in Virginia it's not available until April 18th.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, just it's not available to the masses.
I feel like
it's
someone gonna knock on my door and give it to me.
No, you have to
get a letter.
Once it's available, you have to sign up.
Oh.
Yeah. I at this time am choosing not to get it. Over there in Canada, y'all talking about there's different strands, and I need to make sure that the vaccine I get covers all the strands. I don't need to just cover two of the strands. I need you to cover. You gonna shoot me to cover all the strands, okay? Not the mutating ones. And just at this time, I'm choosing not to.
The gym just sent a message in Dallas saying we aren't required to wear masks anymore. Texas is
what a YOLO. Y'all don't come to Virginia, okay? Keep us out of this. No, seriously, Jim must be a message. Oh, we're reading at the same time. Look at you all caught up.
Where would I go on a girls' trip? I don't know about a girls' trip. On a trip, I would go. I would go to Greece.
I keep saying that. Your trip was so beautiful
and magical and phenomenal and amazing.
Yeah. And I want to go because of your.
I can just picture myself there right now.
Yeah. I really want to go there, but I've been trying to get to Canada. So like, if I can go to Canada, I would really like to go. If y'all would just reopen those doors back up, those borders, so I can go, that'd be great. I really want to go to Jamaica. I've been dying to go to Jamaica. But honestly, if I can just, even if it's different places in the United States, that I can just have like staycations.
At this point, I just want to go somewhere.
At these places, I want to go do that. Like, I don't even have to leave the country. Just where can I get to you? And I can just stay at that place, a resort. Yeah. Even in the States. I'm fine with that. I would like
to go to a place that has a pool and a view.
I don't know how to swim.
You can sit on a chair.
Okay. They're only vaccinating people 60 and older in Canada. Wow. It's so different how different countries are doing completely different things about a virus that's affecting everybody. Wow.
Any questions?
Yeah, because I don't have enough education to share my vaccination thoughts.
You already shared your credit union.
I know I can share the things that I know.
We got a whole segment
about Navy Federal. I stand by them. Okay. Morgan says go to U.S. Virgin Islands. Are y'all open? Are you there? Can I get in? I would come if you do a girls' trip. I've never been on a girls' trip though. Honestly, I've never ever been on a girls' trip. And I would like to go on one. I don't know if that'll take place this year, but I do.
Don't start.
Don't
start.
They messing with you.
Don't start.
Oh, New Wave says Janae's eyes getting heavy. We're losing her. She's pretty alert.
If you don't appreciate this, I'm gonna leave.
I'm
gonna lay my ass down right here.
She's alert. Don't run her off because she will get up and go. So Jean says, so me and my grandma was watching the news and they are saying in order to leave the country, you might have to get the COVID shot. Oh, to leave. Okay.
Left field question.
Why did you build a pool in the backyard?
Why did you not build a pool?
Oh.
Because I don't want to maintain one. I want to visit a pool.
There's a lot of maintenance to pools.
Actually, a lot of people around here have pools.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't want to. There's a very specific house, the next house. There's a lot of things we like think and we're like, that's for the next house.
Yeah.
I want a pool that overlooks a body of water. So when I have my house on the coast of a body of water, I will have a pool. But right now, I don't need one.
My family and friends are in Georgia, and I keep saying I want to go back, but
COVID is everywhere except Atlanta.
Right? Nothing is supporting anything that Atlanta is doing is supporting my love for wanting to get back home. Like the way y'all took those cars out during what's that thing for the basketball thing? There was some kind of basketball thing that took place. It was a basketball thing.
What?
There was a basketball thing that takes place each year.
All-Star game?
All-Star. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the way they like people's cars are broken into. Well, thank you guys.
Struggle is real. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Thank you guys for helping me. All star.
Everybody's like, come on, Jesus.
So, but the way that they were like breaking into people's cars and stuff, my husband was like, "Oh, this is what you want? This is your king? This is where you want to be?" And I'm like, "I do still want to go back home, but yeah." And honestly, because my family is there, I think if it's at a place where I have kids, I want to be where my family is. Like, I don't want my kids to grow up and they not have any family vibe. Right. But if we don't, then I guess the push won't be that strong. Look at Product Junkie over there. Can we add her to the marketing team? She is over there just.
She's a good girl.
I don't even know what the question is, and she just came in like a good girlfriend and answered the question. So I guess it's a good time to reset the room or get ready to close us out. As we are now at 2 hours and 48 minutes of.
Y'all did it to me again.
Y'all got her for 3 hours.
I said we're not going 3 hours again. Y'all can go to hell. And here we are.
Because
I can't leave a good time. That's my toxic trait. If there's fun happening, I can't end it.
Can't end with a good time.
Unless I physically can't go on.
Yeah. But my name is Akida. For those who are new to my channel, please make sure that you subscribe. The goal for the year is to get to 10,000 subscribers on both Instagram and YouTube. I will be pumping out content, so you'll be
I'm still pretty much up. I mean,
you're pretty alert right now.
Also, because I took yesterday off, that helped.
I need you to take Thursdays off every other week.
That might be a good idea.
That may be your thing. And then here I have with me on my channel is Janae, High-Low Lux. You'll catch her on her blog, High-Low Lux, Instagram, High-Low Lux, TikTok, High-Low Lux, YouTube High-Low Lux, Instagram High-Low Lux, Pinterest High-Low Lux. And we're both on Like to Know It.
Poshmark High-Low Lux.
Poshmark High-Low Lux. We are both on all the platforms as Akida Mann and High-Low Lux. And the outfits, which are from L&M, will be linked below when this closes. I'll also link Navy Federal. I gotta link some. What else I gotta link? Let me know, guys.
You gotta link my blog post.
Link the blog post to when she quit her job.
Link the DC vlogs. I
need to link. It was something else, like an item. It was Navy Federal.
You gotta link the Coach bags.
I'm gonna link the Coach bags.
We can take some questions.
Which I need some Nexus. Some stuff for your hair. I'm gonna link the Nexus stuff down below. If I forget, come on over to Instagram when you hit follow over there and DM me to remind me, because I may forget. She said not link Navy Federal. I promise you I'm gonna link Navy Federal on here. Like, share, subscribe, support, and let's go into this, because I shared on my YouTube channel, and this is what I always do. If I watch someone's YouTube channel, I'm going to like or comment, whether I love the video, like the video, hate the video. There's so much work that goes into creating content, and people are still figuring their way out however they are and navigating through it. Y'all support means so much, especially for, I think, honestly, Black creators, because the algorithm truly doesn't support us. It doesn't. And I saw a YouTuber yesterday.
Oh, my blog. Product Junkie.
What, she saw your blog? What happened?
You need to link it.
And I'll link the blog, yes. But I saw a YouTube creator. She was a white YouTube creator. And I don't know if it's necessarily the algorithm didn't show it to her, or she just is not interested in any other creators who are of other colors, races. I don't know. I can't say that. But she was saying how she watches YouTube and her feed came up. And it was literally just white. And so I just wanted to just point that out, that y'all support to us, sharing us in your Instagram or YouTube.
We don't get
helps us so much. We
as
don't
much of an audience as other people.
We do not.
I get shown all races in my suggestions.
Yes, same.
But other races don't get shown. Like, literally, if you watch Black people, you get Black people.
Mm-hmm.
If you're Black, you get Black people.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're white, you get white people.
Yeah, they don't get it.
But if you're Black, you get all kind of people.
Yes.
Like, I get people
You can
from
be
Europe,
Latino,
people from
Asian,
anybody.
yes.
If you do fashion, I get any color that does fashion. But if you're any other race, you get white.
Yes.
So it's like there's so many people that I watch, and I'm like, I do the same type of videos as them, but I'm Black, and I'm not under their videos as recommended next.
Yes.
Even though they did a handbag review, I did a handbag review.
Same bag.
Or they did a closet tour, I did a closet tour.
Same
I'm
closet.
not recommended. But if I go to a random haul video of any Black girl, I'm under their video. I'm like, we don't even do the same thing.
Yeah.
We're not even talking about the same things.
Yeah. So I would, if you're able to share and support, it really does help us continue this journey, and the algorithm will help pick us up so that we can be seen and loved throughout all races and pages. So thank you. So M says, no, you go ahead.
Have you ever had a friend where you were real cool together, but when she gets around other people, she acts different? Would you cut her off?
I would make
Akida's talking about it.
Now we need to have a conversation here. And this is something too that I would make a trend. Like, hey, I notice when we're around X person, you're always kind of talking about me, or whatever the case may be. Have that conversation. If she doesn't course correct, because that's something that can be changed immediately. Like if she's like, oh, my bad, I didn't mean to, or I thought you were cooler with her and you were okay with that. And if she says those types of things as far as the intentions behind her doing that, y'all can come back from that. But if she continues to trend from that or gets very offended by that, then you know where she stands with you in her life. So I would support you moving on if she doesn't course correct, because that's an immediate action.
Oh, we forgot to answer this one.
Yeah,
engagement timeline comparisons. How to deal with this? So you're both engaged, and the other friend is comparing your engagements. I've never experienced this.
Yeah, I don't think I was engaged. I was engaged at the same time as another friend, but there was no. I mean, the dates are the dates, as far as like when you
dates are the
dates. When you choose to get married.
But is it like, is it like, oh, we're gonna have the wedding here, and you're like, well, we're gonna have the wedding here, and it's gonna be like, is it that same like if I have good news, you have better news? It could be.
I don't think I can relate.
Yeah,
I'm trying to formulate some type of simulation to empathize with this. I don't think I can relate to this one. But as far as like, is it asking how long should you be engaged?
No, it's saying engagement timeline comparisons with the ring. How to deal with this. So that just makes me seem like we're just, every time I bring something up, you're comparing your engagement.
I see. It's nothing to compare. Like you cannot compare yourself to other people. As much as sometimes there are things, it's easy to do. Like, I'm not going to act like you don't oftentimes self-reflect on things when you see other people's doing it. So I'm not going to act like that's not a thing. But when it comes to your friend, I mean, hopefully since they're your friend, y'all need to kind of sort through dates, because y'all can't have the same date and y'all are going to be in each other's weddings. So I think that's part of it. But I don't think it's a comparison. I mean, because no one has to have an elaborate wedding. To be married, it just takes an officiant and the papers. That's all it takes. That's really all it takes. It doesn't take anything more than that, than having an officiant and them to sign the papers to the state.
Akida, did you exchange the green dress?
I took that dress back so fast, bought another dress, still didn't fit, took that dress back, and I'm done with that green dress, okay? I'm done with that dress. I think Janae and we've talked about this.
And I just placed another order. But yes.
Something's going on with their sizes. Like, yes, I know I've gained weight since last time I shopped at Zara, but they're getting some of this stuff is a bit odd as far as like their sizing. So I'm not going up to an extra large in Zara. It's not good for my mental health. And I'm not going to they can go to hell. But do I still love the dress? Yes. And that even everything that I linked for Zara, I don't even get a commission for that. I just thought they were good pieces. And so if you choose to buy it and it fits, I'm happy for you. It did not work out for me. It was not my ministry, but I took that dress back. I did. I went last weekend, took it back. It's gone. It's gone. So maybe with my new workout plan, we can revisit it. Right now,
I thought the person meant comparing how long it takes to get proposed to.
That's what I thought.
Well, that's just weird.
Well, I think some people want marriage more than others. Like,
but there's nothing either you can do about it.
Right.
It's just fucking waiting.
Right, because neither one of you control it.
Right,
like you should have the conversation with the man. The conversation
they should be what? He's close. Well,
yeah. I don't. Yeah.
H&M as well. Every time I order a size 12, they send me a 10.
I'm
I'm like,
what is wrong with you? Yeah, H&M uplifts my spirits better than Zara does. Zara will humble me quickly.
But at this point, I'm a large in everything in Zara.
And you're not a large person. So that's what I'm saying is like, if Janae's in a large, I'm in a large, going extra large and some stuff. That's not, no, thank you. I will revisit you guys next summer or for the fall.
And even some of the larges, I'm just like, this is barely covering my ass.
Right. Like it'll fit in some places, but won't fit on my thigh, or it'll fit in the back, but won't fit in the top. Like, I don't have time for this. I'm going to take my business elsewhere. Girl ship are awesome. Yes, I'm gonna say yes. I'm like, yes, I can relate. I can't relate. I've never been on one. But I really do look forward to like us doing like a meet and greet, especially locally, or even taking we take good, listen to this, guys. Let me pitch this to you.
Okay.
We take Good Girlfriends Chat.
Yeah.
On the road.
Oh, the light's so much better
to different states around the United States.
Who the fuck is doing that?
We will do it. We will do it. We will do it.
You see her face, how enthusiastic it is?
Like, wouldn't y'all love this? Tell us what city to go to. We'll do one here in Virginia. We'll do a Virginia Beach, and all of them will be brunches. Don't you love brunch?
I mean, I do.
All of them will be brunches.
I don't love road trips. We're forgetting the bigger issue here.
We can meet all our girlfriends live. Do brunches. They want us to go to DC. We're not DC. We already went to DC.
Janae is now out. That's not a sad thing. Right? She's trying to get a caravan.
We can get a Sprinter and get us.
I mean, it sounded better.
We can get a Sprinter. So we're not physically doing the driving. We're riding in the Sprinter.
It's making my back hurt just thinking about
it. Yes, we need to go to Dallas to tell us to fly. Wants to come to London. I would love to go to London, honestly. Tina is pissed. She just looked up this drink and they do not sell in New Jersey, New York. She went even on the brand site. That's ingenuity right there. She's determined.
That is really unfortunate.
They don't have it at Target. I found it at Target.
I did find it at
Target. Check at Target. I found it at Target.
It's really the best, especially when you don't feel like making a cocktail.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of, I love making martinis, but sometimes you're just like, I just want to drink real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I would have had to make like 3 martinis by now. No, 6.
Yeah.
3 for right there for me.
Go to Target. Target has everything. They're supporting the girl. Someone's like, road trip yield.
Exactly.
Take it international. Go to Atlanta first. Oh, God, we gotta get a couple tests before we need to travel up out of there.
I'm coming in a bubble.
No more wine for you. See, this is why I sit slow. I think Zara sites are mostly European based. That could explain the sizing issues. I mean, yeah, I saw a staycation of another YouTuber. She went to New Orleans. It was like such a great place to do. It's just staycation, ladies. I've been to New Orleans when they were open. I loved it. Clubhouse. Someone mentioned Clubhouse. Would you do that? I would.
No. If you know me, you should already know. The first time I got on Clubhouse, it is hectic. And I hate it. I was like, who are these people talking? Can they see me?
Mhm.
What is going? It's awful. It's awful. It's too much. The time suck. I can't.
I would do Clubhouse.
And my manager was like, oh my God, you're going to just lose so much time on there, being on there all the time. No, I won't. I hate it here.
Yeah, I hate it here.
She was like, have you been back on? No.
But also, too, you were very good about your notifications. Like,
I don't have any notifications.
Phone is not clouded with a bunch of notifications.
Don't notify me of shit unless I'm on the app.
Yeah.
I don't want to be bothered.
So it's supposed to go to Charlotte, Atlanta. I mean, Atlanta's home. I'm gonna go home regardless. So it's gonna. I just need to bring her with me. I need to convince her.
And I want to go to Atlanta. Regina's in Atlanta. Dana's in Atlanta. So that should probably be the first one.
Besides home?
Here.
Oh. So we'll do. Okay, guys. Don't mark us on the dates yet. We've not even talked about it. We'll do the first one in Virginia. So some of you guys get your flights ready. Because they're going to fly for us. They'll come to us. They would love to be here with us. We'll do one here locally. And then we'll go to Atlanta. Or should we go to DC and then Atlanta? And then New York? Maybe I just am itching to get out of the house and I just want to go Hawaii.
Girl.
I've never been to Hawaii. I would love to go to Hawaii, Amanda. See, they're saying they're coming. I'm in the building. DC, New York City, speaking into existence. They support it. We just need to get you on board.
It's out there now.
I've already put it out there. We should do one by the summer. But we'll discuss. This is a relationship.
Can we?
This is a relationship.
I feel like y'all just discussed it.
Let me speak with my partner first, and then we'll confirm the time frame. We want everyone to be safe, of course. Even though I stocked up on 7 cans of Lysol and wipes today. Let us.
You got some for me.
I got some for you. Zara needs to revisit their size. They really do. They really do. Mm-hmm. Wow.
I got you.
Thank you. Okay, so now we're at we if you have any other questions regarding your friends or anything else, let us know. I think then if not, we'll wrap up a little bit here. We're at 3 hours. Shayla said I would say Dallas, but I'd rather y'all be safe. Thank you. Thank you. What are y'all planning for the summer? On that note, good night. It's a wrap.
She got my back. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Listen, I'm not even vertical yet. No, horizontal. Yeah, horizontal. I am vertical.
Yeah. So let's say.
Oh, you both encouraged me to reach out to my friend. We hadn't spoken in 5 years.
Call your friend. I'm all about communicating. Call your friend.
That makes me happy.
Because 5 years has passed. Y'all are not even the same person that y'all were 5 years ago. So whatever it was that caused y'all to separate, y'all may honestly be able to be different people by now and be great for each other.
Or just be more mature, that you can actually talk about how you feel. Mm-hmm. I think it's the fact of talking about your feelings with a woman.
Yeah.
It's almost easier to talk about them with a man because they don't talk about them. So you almost have the upper hand because you're the expert in feelings. Mm-hmm. But it's like you feel like it can just go awry with another woman. So you're just like, oh, let me just not even go there.
Yeah. But even with women, though, I think, I'll have certain things and I'll tell like my husband, I'm like, hey, honey, you want to say this to this person. You don't want to, that was a bit harsh, because understanding from a woman's perspective, all the different dynamics that you have to factor in. And for men, they just say whatever they have to say. Their expectation level is 0. It's like they have no expectation. They don't expect anything of each other. And I think that's what's helpful. But I think, again, we can have the energy we put into our significant other relationships. If we put those in our female friendships, I think they would flourish a lot, or there would be more clarity with them.
How are you in here saying we boring? Get the hell out.
I mean, but there's almost 300 people in here who's been here for 3 hours. We're boring.
People are so weird.
I must have made it because I never had spammers before. Never.
Oh yeah, it's on your channel.
I've made it. I made it. We're back like nothing happened. We just hung out again. I'm so happy. If you guys connect, you know what? After this live and you guys end up connecting with your girlfriends that y'all haven't talked in a while and it works out positively, circle back and let us know. I want to know that it worked out.
She would sleep better at night.
I would sleep so good knowing that we made an impact for you guys to reconnect with.
I will sleep well.
It was a miscommunication, and you guys just had to just mature a bit and surface back, communicate your feelings vulnerably. Yeah.
Oh. Wow. Hold it together.
Yeah. I would love that.
She's getting emotional.
Oh, Cassandra says she loves us too. Great content. Thank you. Thank you so much. We're going to reset the room one more time, and then we're going to exit stage left. Janae has poured this glass for me 4 times, and that's more than what I drink in a month. So, comment below if this video helped you reconnect with a long lost friend. Thank you, Product Junkie 7.
I love her.
Outside of that, my name is Akida Mann. I'm Akida Mann on all platforms. I'm an HR professional during the daytime, and then at nighttime, at nights, weekends, I'm very active in my Instagram stories. So follow me there. The goal this year is to get to 10,000 subscribers.
Let's get Akida to 10.
Oh, the 10. She's Spanish now. 10,000 subscribers. Do you want some water?
Okay, go ahead.
Maybe you need Josh to send you up some.
Let's get her to 10,000. You're gonna make my eyelash.
Oh, good night, ladies. Some of you guys are headed out. Good night. Good night. Thank you guys so much for joining. The goal, as what I'm sure Janae was wanting to say, is I would like to get to 10,000 subscribers on Instagram so that I can serve you better by giving you guys a swipe up link. So share with your friends, share with your family. If you have multiple pages, follow me on those multiple pages. Janae's headed out. I'm headed out. Thank you so much for joining us for 3 hours and 10 minutes thus far. We appreciate it. Follow us both on all platforms. Hello, Lux. This is Janae. Everything will be linked below. If I miss something, DM me. I'll get it back to you guys tomorrow. Thank you. She go. Nick. She go. Janae is out. Okay? I'm out. Have a great weekend. Happy Easter. Thank you for the love from Barbados. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for loving. Thank you for watching. Good night. We'll see you in 2 weeks. But until then, we'll see you on both of our channels. Hyla Lux and Akida Mann. Goodbye. Good night. Goodbye, Crystal. Goodbye, Jennifer. Well, I was ending it, and it's now like they're saying goodbye.
Is it over?
Elvis has left the building. That's you. You're Elvis.